This is how we do it.
In a roll.
This is how we do it. Doing it, this is how we.
Yeah, dang it. You're grounded.
No, I'm the captain.
No.
Yes.
Mutiny.
Mutiny.
I'm in.
I assume you're in on the mutiny.
Yeah.
Attention, all crew members. There was a meeting in the cargo bay. We're going to run emergency drills.
Who did not roll Destiny? It's Zach.
Zacharias Prime.
So Max,
Yes.
William Nilliam. What is the thing?
Oh my god. So we were playing Destiny with Trey on a Tuesday, and like I was talking about something that he thought was like unplanned, so it was like willy nilly. I was
Yeah.
like, no, I actually planned it. So he's like, oh, so you were William Nilliam.
Wow.
Not. I approve.
Destiny roll.
Oh,
So yes,
that's fantastic.
I just about died during that conversation.
I tell you what, he is funny as hell.
Yes.
Yeah, he is. Good dude.
Actually, it's really fun getting him to like crack up too.
Yes.
All right, J1, take 2 strain because we got your obligation triggered.
Oh snap.
So
How does rolling an obligation?
it's a D100 roll that I roll.
Woo! I love drugs. Wait, that's the wrong obligation.
Hang on, that was last week.
wait a minute.
No, you want to try to
So,
sell everything and gamble a lot.
Oh, sell drugs.
What would drugs be for an android? Is it getting tased in the battery or something? You know?
This feels good.
Yeah, if we're going by Futurama logic, you can like huff electricity.
Mm.
Jesus Christ.
So that's
the-
that. All right, so when you guys were on here last time, you to the Shrine of the Feeling. There are a bunch of like poachers in there. Fought some monsters and ran away from some monsters. Collapsed the temple on the monsters, and that's where we left off pretty much.
Screw that.
Oh yeah, because we bombarded them with the ship, and what are we doing? Were we flying back to the city? Is that what we were doing?
Yeah,
Think so?
probably. I think that's what you guys wanted to do. I don't think. I think you're still hovering above the fucking shrine right now, though.
Yeah, because
And some of the like Voss soldiers and shit came in and have like secured the area, got the rest of the poachers and all that.
yeah. So yep. Okay, so if I remember, I think we were heading back to the city to let them know like we cleared stuff out and sorry about the damages.
Okay, so the one mystic guy was on your ship still because he was teaching your crew how to shield their minds and shit.
Oh right.
That
So
guy.
you can let him know as you're on your way to the ship. You can have that whole conversation. Fucking cat.
Oh yeah. Don't mean to like super interrupt, but did we get XP last time?
I
Or did
think
we
I already applied it to everybody.
did okay.
We did. I'm sure we did because I always give XP.
Yeah, because I thought you said you were gonna tell us how much we got later, because you had to like figure it out, and then
Oh, that's right. And then I never did.
Well,
I'm
So
glad I
that's where
said
we're
something
at.
then.
That's where we're at now. Um,
quick pause.
I don't know. 60 XP, probably good enough.
Sounds fine to me. The ship
Right.
did work last time, so
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Are we adding it manually, or are you doing a mass add?
Every time I try that, it fucks up sometimes.
Okay.
So I haven't been doing that for a while.
Lost connection to the server. Who would have thought?
Womp womp.
That never happens to you.
I don't understand. I play Counter-Strike like 24/7 on this connection. How can that
How
be?
far are you from me? That's what I want to know.
Not. I mean, it's the same state.
have you tried buying the connection dinner,
Yeah.
taking it to the movies, having a nice time?
How you doing?
Also, maybe calling the connection afterwards.
Ah, that's where I went wrong.
Let the connection know you still care.
Damn it.
All right. So you have the XP.
Mhm.
I was the only dark side point. God damn it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
I must say the quality of your voice sounds different, like clearer.
Oh,
Something's not right
like
with the Destiny points. Zach's point didn't get added.
What?
Everyone else rolled 2 light. You rolled 1. There's 6. Out of 7 light, there's only 6 there.
Well, what the fuck was the point of rolling Destiny then?
I don't know. They just did an update. What all
Normally,
it's telling us is that week 2's Destiny doesn't mean shit.
yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
not just because you're playing a literal robot, but you tend to sound actual like metallic-y sometimes, from my end at least. But now you sound like really clear.
Interesting.
That reminds me, there was a guy who did a voice changer to make himself sound like a protocol droid, like an Imperial protocol droid, for
Yeah.
playing this, which is
Roger,
perfect. 'Cause
Roger.
that's what he was.
I tried to do a voice for like the first couple sessions, and I don't think anyone could tell the difference, so I gave up. Because I was just trying
No,
to be
I-
like very robotic on how I said things.
I could tell. I was like, oh, okay, damn, like Method over here. He's going full.
And then he gave up.
Yep.
Yeah. But I haven't changed anything on my mic as far as Discord's concerned. I changed it on like my Twitch connection, but I don't think that would have affected it. But if it sounds better, I'll take it. I don't care.
Yeah, you sound like much more pronounced and clear this time around. Don't fix what ain't broke.
That's
Don't touch it. Don't touch
That's
it.
where all this
Don't touch it.
connection's going. It's going
Yeah.
to the sound. It keeps losing the website.
Yeah.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. It will
All right,
explode.
so- Since you were out on your mission, you didn't get to learn it. So, where was I?
Places and things and stuff of
Yeah, the
time.
Mystic is on the ship. He was teaching people stuff.
Okay, I'll teach you guys if you want, and you have a little bit of downtime before you really have to do anything, unless you just want to leave immediately.
Well, I think we still need to get actually inside the temple to see if there's one of those spots where we can destroy those artifacts, probably.
Good call.
I doubt it's gonna be here though, because that would be too easy. Who knows? Knock on Spacewood. We might. I don't know.
Oh,
What is
some of the-
Spacewood?
some of
Plasteel,
the-
knock on Plasteel.
Some of the
Yeah.
space fairies.
Space fairies.
Yeah, they're
That's
made out of space
uh.
cats.
So, if what I heard is correct, the original knock on wood phrase comes from a really old thing. People would do it as a good luck measure to summon like the fae, the fairies of the trees,
Mm-hmm.
as like
Mm.
a, the thing to not get jinxed,
Interesting.
knocking on wood because they live in the trees, or something. It's I could be screwing that up, but that's the whole thing. It has to do with like old fairy lore
You
that
know, it
people
sounds
believed
about
in.
right.
That people believed in.
But space fairies.
And then when he said I'm like, well, this is Star Wars. Summon the space fairies.
Yep.
I mean, it's fantasy sci-fi. They got to be here somewhere.
I think I'm gonna put a space cat tree in somewhere.
Space cat tree.
Hmm.
Oof.
That's one of Chris's creations right there.
Yeah, and they went to the Feywild. They got to the part of the woods that was everything was made out of cats.
Yep.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Oh, the tree was just a bunch of cats melded together. If you pick the fruit, it hatches into a cat.
That only reminds me of the creepypasta of the dog world. You.
Ooh.
It's
Anyway.
not fun. It's not fun.
Anyway,
What?
so if you guys want, you can head back to the shrine, or whoever wants to. J1, are you gonna do anything with your obligation right now?
Sorry, I was muted. Probably not at the moment. I'll wait till there's people.
Yeah, I think we need to bring like the head mystic back to the shrine to like do the thing, or see if it's possible to get rid of these artifacts.
You could talk to him and see if he might not have taught you how to do that yet. You might have to.
Well, now's a good time as any, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I concur.
All right, so he'll be in like his place in this town. If you want to go over there, who's all going?
I will go. Well,
I guess I'll
So let's
go.
let's just get a who's doing what right now. So Orin and Berengar are going there, and Joval.
I will probably also go because no one on this ship has money.
I'm a broke old man.
Yeah, we're kind of all broke.
Yeah.
We need to
Yeah.
do some work.
Oh,
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah. Totally broke.
Yeah.
Entirely, completely penniless.
See, I'll definitely join.
Zach probably has the most money.
Yes.
I think he does.
I have 1,400 credits.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, I have more.
Oh, I have what?
You're about to not have more.
Wait a minute.
I have 200.
I have 64.
All right, so Chris is the most broke person on the ship. And even Vet has 79 credits.
Ah.
I guess her sister has 0. So there's that.
Yeah, because I had to spend a ton of credits to like put a new turret on here. So
And if you ask for
All
help
right.
for another one, I'll say I'm poor.
and I will believe
So-
you.
All right, so 3 of you are going to see the Mystic. Joval's doing what now? I missed it.
Joval was gonna go also.
Okay, what about week 2?
Week 2 was staying here and fixing droids.
Okay.
Because I think didn't. Mm,
I'm a little damaged, but I think my gun was the biggest problem.
Yeah, I want to fix all of my strain because
But-
I got 17 of it.
Did we already fix the gun? I don't remember.
don't
If
think
it's
the
not
whole
if it's
thing's
not
built.
fixed on the sheet,
Okay, let me see.
then status is minor damage still. So you might have fixed it once and it got damaged again.
Yeah,
I
we'd
don't
fix
think
it.
we had time to fix it again last time.
I don't think so. So
I don't
I'm
think
going.
it's difficult. I don't think it's average difficulty, but mechanics. I can't remember exactly, but I
Can
think
we
one
two try to
difficulty.
fix it before we leave, just in case?
I mean, sure, you can also leave it with them while you
No.
guys go or
No.
whatever.
Rather take
No,
it broken
no.
than leave it behind.
Not taking that kind of gamble.
Yeah.
All right, so J1's gonna be catching up to you guys in a minute. Then.
He already got
So,
it already got broke.
so you guys leave the ship, the three of you. The like crew of the spaceport, they come and they do like some minor like cleaning and repairs to the ship, and they refuel you. As part of the payment for helping out. They explain to you. And there's another representative shows up and hands you guys a box of 2,000 credits for helping out. Which you can do whatever you
Woohoo.
want with that.
Guess we'll split
Get-
it 5 ways, cause I that's fair.
Cool.
And we'll say you guys make it, unless you have other things you want to do on the way there. You make it about halfway there, and I'm going to cut back to J1 and V2 fixing J1's gun.
And I would like to restore all of my strength. I don't care about my hit points,
Um,
my wounds. Well, I mean, I'm at half wounds, so maybe I do care.
I mean, right now, you could probably do your the cool check. Just roll cool by itself, no difficulty,
All right.
and whatever the conversion is for resting.
What do I do with that conversion?
Oh, it's right. It's recovery. Okay, so yeah, discipline or cool, your choice. And every success, you get 1 strain.
Well, I failed.
Oh, you shouldn't have rolled any purple dice.
Oh, whoops. Okay, hold
So
on.
you got 1 strain back.
That's it.
Oh, wait, right now, until you guys take like an actual long rest, that will cover all of your strain.
Woo! I'm
Yeah,
at
so
16 of 25 now.
So I believe we all got 400 credits for the splitting that, right? 'Cause there's 5 of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm at 100.
All right, so repairing a weapon. Where's the check for that? Or is it just like 1 difficulty?
Oh, you know there. I think it's in the cheat sheet.
Yeah, I'm trying to look now. I think for just being minor damage, it's probably just like 1 difficulty mechanics check. I can't imagine it's anything more than that. Oh, right here, repairing gear. Yeah, 1 difficulty. It costs 25% of the base cost of the item.
How
What
much
does
does a
this gun
disruptor
cost?
rifle cost?
Oh,
5,000.
yeah, I should say on the.
Oof.
Say 1,000.
Yeah.
They're like restricted items and stuff, so.
Fuck.
I forget how we did it last time. I don't think I had to use materials, but I was probably supposed to.
Yeah, I think we just did an easy roll or something.
It would cost 1,250 credits worth of materials.
You two can afford it.
I would say, given your current situation and them helping you out since you helped them out, you could do it for half of that. So 625. Probably out of J1's pocket, I would assume it's his gun. That's between the two of you.
I mean, yeah, I want it fixed.
Yeah, and I don't have much in the way of disruption rifle parts, so you'll have to go buy new stuff.
So I assume he tells me that I'll take the gun with me, still damaged, and then go into town, catch up with the others, and look for that while I'm out.
Yeah, I guess that works. So you guys get halfway across town, and then J1 comes. Okay, I'm ready, guys, to go. Where you at?
Well, wait, do you want healed before you left?
Sure, if that doesn't take any extra time. If we
I
include
mean,
that
I
in the
could
gun.
look at the gun, tell you what I need, and then fix you.
Sounds good to me.
It's a usual healing check, right? For your mechanics.
Yeah. Above or below 50 right now?
Below.
50%. So, nope, that's damage. Under half is 1. So you heal. Ooh, 6 plus.
That's already enough. I only had 5.
Okay.
But if you want to say it for the sake of saying it, go ahead.
It would be 3 more for each rank of machine, or 1 more for each rank of machine mender, which would be 3. So
Damn.
9 hit points.
Damn.
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 On a physical level, J1 has never ran more smoothly. However, the strain of his systems is still the same as it was a moment ago.
You guys are walking, and it's like that scene where Captain America sprints up past people.
On your left?
Yeah, on your left. To town.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny 5 is alive.
All right, so you run out into the town and catch up with them using the extra hit points to just mega robot sprint over there real fast. All right, so everybody's there. You're on your way to see the Mystic, and what do you got going over there, Zach? You're doing specifically?
Just fixing my robots.
Okay. You need to roll anything right now, or?
I'd just be healing for, I think Deader's the only one that's hurt right now.
Yeah. Everyone was still on the ship. You guys left it there just in case.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huzzah.
Well, you can recover a critical injury. If they have, well, I doubt they have one.
Mm-mm.
The minions. The minions just get wrecked if they get crit.
I was gonna say that would have been one droid down.
And then lots of healing. I think you're good to go now.
Yep.
Fully repaired droids. The whole time, the Cathar kid is asking you inane questions. Just all the time.
Can he even understand me?
You know what? I don't know. I'm gonna say probably not, but it doesn't stop him.
God, the only thing that went to came to mind for me was massively low intelligence, like Fallout 1 and 2. Tick tick tick
Yes.
tick is what
Tick
he's
tick 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 tick.
tick.
All right, so you guys get to the main building of the town, and the guards let you in. They recognize you, give you a little nod, and when you come in, you see all the familiar people that I forget the names of.
So very familiar.
Totally familiar.
Yep.
Yeah, so Keenan Ray and the Mystic. That's basically the only people you knew here. I just forget the name. So Mystic seems to be in meditation. Keena's just sitting by quietly. As you walk in, she just motions to you to keep it down, and You may sit if you want, or stand, or whatever it is.
I'm gonna sit. We've had a day.
Agreed.
Yeah, Joval's also sitting.
I'm gonna take a nice little Indian,
Jalen, you don't feel fatigue, especially right now. So are you gonna sit
Nah.
just to blend in with the organics?
Yeah. I guess. They will
Alright.
think I'm a cheater at gambling if I am not human enough. Or humanoid enough.
Alright. So you sit down in the metal chair and it makes a loud thud because metal on metal scraping. Everyone winces and like, oh god. Alright, so a couple more minutes, Mystic comes snaps out of his trance and like, oh, I didn't realize you were here. Welcome back. Is there anything you need? I hope the fixes to your ship and stuff is to your liking.
Yeah, that's great. But I have these artifacts. We need to get rid of them. Like they need to be destroyed, and we're looking for one of the points to do that. And I was hoping the shrine was one, and maybe you could teach me or us how to do that.
That is right. We were gonna handle that after you helped us. I can go with you to the shrine after they're still clearing out some of the creatures and poachers and stuff. So maybe tomorrow, first thing, and we can go and figure some stuff out. I should probably look up some old texts beforehand anyway.
Sounds good. To make it easy though, we're gonna fly the ship over there because it's not a good idea to come into physical contact with these. So J1 will be the artifact handler for this.
Okay, seems fine to me. An intelligent decision.
I just kind of
Let's
sit up a
mind,
little straighter, even though I'm tired as fuck. I'm just like,
mindless robots can't be mind controlled, I suppose.
Jay went for a second is about to say something about being mindless, but then just leaves it.
It's like, well, you should probably take some time to rest and enjoy the city a little bit. We don't have a whole lot here, but some downtime whenever you can is pretty necessary.
oh, well, that. Thanks very much. I'm gonna go back to the ship and take her easy.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
Okay.
If everyone's leaving, I'm going to ask if there is a casino nearby in this small little town.
We don't have like Tina Ray tells. She's like, we don't have casinos on this planet really, but I'm sure you can find some of the Gormags and other peoples that might be playing some games of chance in some of the drinking establishments. It's not
J1
likely
makes a
you'll find
mental
any-
note of this is a spot he could open a small casino if needed. Fill the niche.
Yeah, the boss typically don't participate in such things. So there's that. Vanguard, Javal doing anything special here? Or you all walk out?
No.
No,
No
I'm
big
gonna
deal.
rest also because I don't have enough money for alchemy stuff either.
I don't have enough for any. I need to rest up. Took a fucking beating.
The most exhausted person here is the oldest.
I mean, that's expected.
Yeah, actually, my strain is at 11 of 12.
You,
Hmm.
You might have
Joe-
Darren beat in percentage, but his value is probably still
Yeah.
higher.
Yeah, I'm at 16 of 25, and 7 of 14 in wounds.
Okay, on sheer numbers, Joe Fall's doing pretty good, but he's just coming off of last week. His obligation is hitting him
Just-
like a truck.
Just
Yeah. It's too bright out. It's too loud.
All right.
can't
So
people.
the three of you go back to the ship to rest. J1, are you gonna wander about, or I guess you have to because you have to get your gun fixed.
Yeah, I need gun parts at the least. So
All right. You got anything else going on, Zach? Before we do the little J1 misadventure where he blows up another fucking group of people.
that's not
Well-
guaranteed to happen. I don't
Well,
have
there's
that
a
many
high
grenades.
chance, but there's a high chance.
No, not particular. How's the ship looking?
I mean, you can supervise because there's a lot of like the port crew are kind of helping the minor things, little scuffs here or there, the cleaning of the outside of the ship, and if you need anything more specific done that you want done or whatever, then you can go out and supervise or suggest.
Yeah, I'll probably go harangue people, make sure everything's done to my standards.
Just micromanaging a supervisor.
Yep. Like, no, you got to replace the thingamabob with the squealy doo, not the other way around.
All right, so Orange, Javal, and Aaron over here. I guess Javal's going back to the med bay probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Do anything special, Zach? Forgot you had that stupid calf hound.
Hmm?
I forgot you guys had that stupid calf hound. It's in the fucking cargo bay.
Oh,
Just saw the. I saw.
Oh
the
yeah,
thing.
George.
It's the best thing.
Right. I gotta do some training with him too, I think. So I
And
actually have a
boy.
thing to do.
Right now, he's just kind of like banging around and being a wild animal inside of half of the cargo bay, cut off from week to his workshop.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Berengar and or are you gonna go do that, or are you gonna rest first?
I'm gonna do that before I pass out.
I'm
Okay.
resting. I'm resting.
Okay,
Legitimately.
so you're in your room. All right, so everyone else is doing passive things. J1. So you're out and about. You find like the market section of the town. A few bars.
Okay, the
different
first
stores,
thing,
repair shops.
yeah, the first thing I need to do is get rid of some of the guns I have because I have too much crap.
Just the most strapped droid ever.
Yeah, so I have an extra blaster rifle. I don't know about this heavy blaster pistol. I don't think that's anyone's. And may as well get rid of the Vibro Spear because I can just punch people. And then I think I'm
how-
gonna keep the net gun. I don't know if I'll use it, but I think someone will use it. So,
I'll be right back. Amanda's calling me.
I don't know. I have their values on their sheet here, so I don't know the easiest way to do it for you.
I can see them on your thing too. So the spear, price of $950. You find there's a guy like comes to like this place. He's looking for some tools for hunting, and he's a Trandoshan. Not like the one you just fought. He's actually seems like he's definitely like a hunter and a bounty hunter, but he's not like a easy guy. You're trying to sell the Vibro Spear. He's like, I'll give it to you I'll take it for 200.
God, how good is J1 at negotiating? The answer is bad, but how good is he at trying?
I
He's
mean,
very good
there's
at trying.
There's a stat and rolls for this.
Yeah, that's why I know he's bad, but he's definitely would go for it. How about 500. We all know it's worth more.
Okay, got rolling negotiation. What difficulty will I give you?
Let's see here. Negotiation.
Legal items or negotiation, black market items or streetwise.
Yeah, this is legal. So I just have one
No.
green. Should
Yeah,
shoot people
I'm
first.
just gonna make it average.
Okay. Negotiation. Average. Let's go.
If you fail with
Fuck.
advantage, fail with threat. He's like, okay, if you failed with advantage, I was gonna let you like boost the price, but not quite get to 500. But he's like, now this one looks pretty worn and used, so
That's just blood.
200.
I begrudgingly give it to him because I have no use for it.
Get back.
Okay,
I am back. Doo-doo-doo.
there you go. You can delete your vibro sphere from your character sheet.
One I had you pick up for me so I could have it.
Wait a minute. Yeah, that sounds like what I did. But also, it's J1, so he definitely just sold it.
Especially today.
Yeah, especially today.
Yeah.
I think he has enough attachment to the disruptor rifle that he wouldn't sell at and like have any issues keeping it, but the other ones, yeah, no shot.
Okay, so what do you want to sell next?
Let's do this blaster rifle. We don't need that. I think that was also given to me.
900. Again, where did this come from exactly? Did you guys steal this from like the stormtrooper? Or
I thought this was a
somebody else?
recent acquisition from either one
Yeah.
of the people in the building, like when
I
my gun
think
was
I let
down.
you borrow that one.
Probably.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought I
also my
took-
thought.
I thought
Oh,
I
you
took,
know what? Yeah, because your weapon got
Yeah.
messed up.
yeah, I thought I had you give it back, but I might not have.
I also was trying to collect stuff as we went, so if someone had one, I might have also had a second one in my inventory.
I don't think the guys you just fought had blaster rifles.
Yeah, so I guess it depends if I gave it back or not.
They did not. So yeah, that's probably Oren's. I mean, that's up to you at this point. Does J1 have the presence of mind to think maybe Oren wants this back?
No. My obligation is to money.
No, it's my ranged option.
Nope, that's
I know. Add a character, I do feel bad. J1 does not. Nor does he remember that you gave this to him. Or
I'm
at least,
pressing
like, yeah, if he
pressing
does, he's like, oh, it was a gift. I can
dollar.
do what I want with it.
I'm pressing X to doubt super hard.
To which part?
All of it.
All right, so price 900. You find a other guy. What the fuck are they? What's the name of that race? It starts with an S.
Signoids.
They have like the like folded flaps in their faces and like the big solid black eyes, like smaller, almost monkey looking, other than the weird eyes. Can't remember what the fuck they're called. I think it starts with an S. I don't know if you guys even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Generally don't.
I can see it.
I can think I can see it.
They're natives of Solist.
Yeah, Solistance, that's it. I know it started with an S.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Solistan, and he looks over the blaster rifle. He's like, this one's actually pretty kept together pretty well. I'll give you 400 for it.
After how bad the last one went, yeah, sure, deal. Easy sell, nice. Then I have this heavy blaster pistol, which is also
I
950 undamaged.
think you took that.
I think this was recent.
Yeah, I think you took that from the boss.
Yeah. Uh-oh, I lost connection.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah.
Just gotta make sure I
your blaster
refresh
rifle-
so that it doesn't.
Your blaster rifle is still on your sheet on my side.
Oh. Damn, that updated slow. Okay.
Did
So
your
that should have been.
credits get updated?
No, I got it here.
Okay.
Okay, so blaster pistol.
I don't think. Yeah, it's not restricted or anything, so. Yeah, I mean this one's in pretty good shape. You probably get most of your money for that.
Okay, so it's $9.50 on the sheet. What's his offer?
You have to find another guy who will buy it.
Shit.
Because the other guy wanted the blaster rifle. He's like, no, I got the blaster rifle. I'm good.
Does he want any whiskey?
He's like, yeah, if you're giving it for free.
No. I only give bullets for free.
You only get 25 credits to resell the whiskey anyway. Although, it's Corellian whiskey, which you can't really get so easily out in this part of space, I think. You probably could mark up the price for that. But I think a random guy buying weapons.
Yeah. I have an idea for it.
It's not the target audience. Target audience is on your ship.
I don't know how well J1 recognizes that Joval is a drug addict.
And a drunk.
Yeah, like, I feel like he's pretty perceptive of people, but, like, my stats aren't actually good for that kind of stuff, so probably not, I guess. I wanted to believe, but he does not.
Maybe he wants to, but he actually doesn't.
Yeah, so he doesn't realize that. Okay.
All right.
So I will look for
So-
another person, and then if I don't find one, I will see if I can
Well-
get the parts for my gun.
You wander close to a bar. And I want to have you roll a perception check.
Well, we just said that was low, so... Standard difficulty?
We'll go with 1 difficulty.
Oh. Plot hook. Okay, no, that one. Perfect.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay, 1 success, 1 advantage.
Okay, you blatantly right through the door, closest table to the door, right in the middle of the place. See some guys playing Kazak with some credits on the table.
In J1's head, he's still walking toward the store, but his body's already moved and he's walking into the bar. And he's like, oh shoot, how did I get here? Okay.
All right, so you walk right up to them. They're gonna pause and just look at you.
And I'm gonna slam the bottle of whiskey on the table. Not enough to, like, break it, like, he's not stupid, but enough to get their attention and be like, how many credits, or like, are they playing with chips or just credits on the table?
They got just straight credits on the table. They're just like a friendly game of Kazak with some money on the line.
Okay, so I'll just... God, how do I word this in a cool way? How's my cool character? I'm not cool. He, like,
You're-
puts it on
you're
the
cool.
table. Yeah. He's, like, putting it on the table, and he's like, so what's the buy-in? Trying to, like, draw their attention to this rare bottle, since he's in a bar now.
They all look at the shelves of liquor and shit on the walls, look back to the bottle. They look at each other. And one guy's like, he's like a human guy. He's like, Earl, that's not up there. So how much do you think it goes for? He's like, I don't know. Maybe like 40 credits.
Wait, what is it listed as? Let me check.
You're like 10 more and you can play a game with us.
Oh, it's not listed as any straight value.
There it is. You click on it on your character sheet. Price is
Yeah.
25.
Oh, okay, it's just hidden down there. Okay. Fair. It wasn't opening the same way the other ones did, but I think it's because I lost connection again. And I hate this thing.
It's a good thing we don't do voice chat through Foundry.
Right?
But
Oh yeah,
Mm,
it sounded more robotic. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. We'll do a buy-in of 50.
Okay. I don't know. But Bazak is just fancy blackjack, but
Oh, sick.
I don't know how to do that on dice. So I guess
A random card dealer online. Okay, I took the 10 out and the whiskey.
68. Kind of like 3 Dragon Ante or whatever.
could just roll. I don't know what to roll. You don't really have stats just to work the way I was thinking. I was thinking doing like cunning or intellect rolls. There's no difficulties, and then whoever rolls higher just wins. Could also have everybody roll a d20. Could do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever as far as I'm concerned. He's not necessarily a good gambler. So any
It is a lot of luck though too.
yeah,
So
any
it would-
extra value of like counting cards and stuff is lost by his just negligence.
All right, so I'm gonna roll 2 d20s because there's 2 guys playing, and then you can roll 1.
Sure. Are we just going the closest to or the highest, I guess?
I'll just do the highest.
Okay.
Highest win.
Oh, sick, I have a chance.
And I always roll like shit when I play D&D, so you're lucky.
I don't think I've rolled a d20 on this
Ask
before.
Chris.
Yeah.
I was playing the classic fishes for crits, and I got like almost no crits.
Nope, that didn't work.
But when I did, it hit like a motherfucking truck.
I haven't
How
rolled
many,
a
how many crits do you think I got in the whole campaign, Chris? Like 5?
3. I think it was like 3.
You did the wrong slash is your problem.
Is that it? Okay. Aha! Hell yeah. Wow, my die is
Hooray.
cool. Look at that thing.
You win. So you get your whiskey back, your 10 credits back, and if I can type it correctly, we'll say D100 plus 20 credits.
Ooh. So 73?
Yes, you get 73 plus your 10 back and your bottle of whiskey.
Would they be willing to just buy the bottle of whiskey off me for 40?
You just took their money.
Shit. How about if I sell it to the bartender for like inventory? Like, hey, you don't have this. It's a rare one. Not open. Ooh.
He goes, Droid, if you don't have a whole crate of it, what am I supposed to do with that?
Top shelf, sell it for way more than I'm about to sell it to you for. Make a profit like you always do. Easy.
Okay. I'm going to let you roll a negotiation.
Oh god.
But since I know you're going to fail, it's going to be a hard negotiation because this guy's not budging.
Sick. Okay.
He's going to be like, take a look around. Do you really think these people could afford? He just hiked the price up really high.
Is hard just one extra or is it an upgrade?
It's 3.
Okay, yeah. Do I use a light side point on this? No, I don't care enough.
See, we do have
Yikes.
7 of them.
Yeah, the problem is that I already deleted the whiskey out of my inventory.
Oh, well, I could just put a new one in there.
Yeah, so
Turns
I
out he
wasn't
actually
expecting to
cracked the
win.
bottle. He cracked the bottle and he slammed it down to gamble it.
No, that's why I said I was careful. I wanted to specifically say it because otherwise that was going to happen.
Okay, there. You got your whiskey back.
Thank you. Okay. So they're all out of money, so there's nothing else to gamble. And this guy doesn't want to buy my alcohol. Does he want to gamble for his bar? I have a ship over the hill.
Nope. No. No.
I told
not
you
there.
guys. Joel's misadventures.
I'm not there, but
It's
no.
not my fault. It was rolled. It's how the game works.
I feel sorry for this guy if he beats you and he tries to get the shit. Like, oh yeah, let me talk to you behind
I'm
this
trying to
roof.
think if this guy wants to like even worry about dealing with it. I don't think he cares.
Damn.
He's like, all right, I'm gonna have to re-put up that no droid sign, and he pushes you out. He drags a neon sign with him from behind the bar.
I'd like to see him try to push me out.
Well,
Oh
I
my
mean, there's a lot of other people around too.
Yeah. Perfect. AoE damage.
You're gonna slaughter a bunch of people in the bar.
Again,
No, the last ones I had a reason. These are just people. I'll be like, fine. You're too poor for me anyway. And then I'll walk out and continue my search for my gun stuff and more gambling.
Okay. And as he shows you out, he puts up the sign, plugs it in, and it just says no droids. You ruined it for a whole race of inorganic beings.
Does he go back out inside?
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal it.
Oh, okay. Make a stealth check.
Yeah, I want the no droid sign. Stealth. Oh yeah, we're okay on that. I got agility. Normal difficulty.
Yeah. Okay, you take it without him noticing. For some reason.
Yeah, I don't have a use, and I'm not really a klepto, but I was just mad. So, yeah, I'll look for that gun.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna
Yeah,
cut
that's
over
all.
to Chris real quick, training his
Sure.
new puppy. I guess survival check first to like get a handle on the animal, because he's kind of he's being an animal in space. Like there's already cat hound shit you have to clean up. He tore open a crate. Luckily, there's nothing in it.
Standard difficulty.
Yeah. Hooray! You wrangled the cat hound. Now, if you want to actually,
George.
if you actually want to teach it something, I guess.
I want to teach it to be a pet. That's pretty much it. He doesn't need to fight or anything. He's
Yeah.
had his
So
time.
I guess leadership kind of works. There's not really an animal handling check in Star Wars.
This explains a lot. I don't have any ranks in leadership, so
That's
That
why J1 keeps trying to sell the ship. All right, you spend the better part of like an hour trying to get him to like obey simple commands, and he's just not there yet.
well, it probably would have been better to try and give him friendship vibes and then try to do that, but it's fine. I'm tired. I can't fucking. Oh, what am I doing with that threat, by the way?
Take a strain.
Cool. I'm passed out.
No, you're not.
That puts me at 12.
You have to exceed your threshold.
Oh,
You're on the same as your health. You're on the equivalent of having one left.
I'm just
So-
gonna. Okay, good boy, George. I need to cage you up or crate you up for the night, and I need to sleep.
Okay. So you seal that off. You let week 2 know on your way through. Don't open that unless you want to deal with the whole cat hound. And then, where were you sleeping at?
The not my room.
The common area right here.
Yep. I'm just gonna pass out and feel a disturbance in the force where my blaster rifle used to be.
If it makes you feel better, I just found my character notes and it says I had a second vibro spear, but I couldn't mark it down, so I just wrote it in the notes in the character. So
It doesn't-
I haven't sold that yet, technically.
It doesn't.
I
All
have
right.
I have a sword that isn't a lightsaber, and I have a lightsaber. Oh, and a vibroblade, but I don't have the brawn to wield it efficiently.
All right, week 2, you're checking on the guys fixing the ship, and the guy's like replacing a filter, and then you see how he's doing it, and it's not the way you would do it, so you yell at him, and then he jolts him because he didn't know you were there, and he fucks something up, and now you have to fix it.
Oh no. Get out of the way, you're ruining my ship.
Somewhere in Orin's mind, he's like, "Your ship? Who said that?"
I mean, I built it for him.
J1 is trying to gamble it. Week 2 is like, this is my ship.
Everyone's but Orin's.
I have
Oh no,
no.
I built him the Junker because this one was stolen, right?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Right. Still, I mean, you're ruining my friend's ship.
A friend.
Yep.
All right, so there's that. Go ahead and make a mechanics check to fix this mess up.
Difficulty?
Average. It's just like a filter thing. It's not even like an actual component that matters. Hooray, you did it. And then you're like, that's how you do it.
Yeah, show him how it's done. I want a discount for break-in parts.
They were
They're not-
doing it for free.
Yeah. They were just told to do it because you guys helped them out.
Oof.
You have to pay us now.
Yep.
So most of the people are just gruntled because there's a Jawa walking around bossing them all around, but they can't really do anything about it. I assume Joval's just passed the fuck out. We're high as hell.
That's what
Uh,
Berengar is taking a
I-
nap because he's
yeah, he's-
fucking gone.
this time Joval is passed out.
Okay. And not passed out because he drank too much.
He might have.
That is outside taking notes on the ship repairs. And back to J1 selling all this shit.
Okay, so I realized I
on
had a
my-
second Vibra Spear, so I want to sell that.
What was that?
Is
Hold
he
on.
selling all my shit?
No. So, okay.
I gotta walk away for a minute. I can't. Oh god.
Man,
To be fair, when I started, I did not think it was his blaster rifle.
You sell that net gun and stuff too.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Like, that seems like a useful thing to have, but also, I think J1 now, after getting the high of gambling, just wants more money. So, I don't know if that hunter guy wants another Vibro Spear and a net gun. Both very useful.
He doesn't need 2 spares.
One for each arm.
You
Pew,
could
pew.
make a perception check to try and find him.
I mean, I'll just look around and see if anyone else needs it. There's got to be other people here. While I'm looking for wherever I'm going to get gun parts at, because they might also just want pieces of weapons.
Yeah, so there's a scrapper guy. He's around somewhere. He's a Rhodian. He's just got junk everywhere. He's got dismantled droids. He's got dismantled weapons, dismantled tools. He's got what looks like an old arcade machine, like a Star Wars arcade machine, torn apart.
Wow.
He just scraps everything.
It's like seeing a corpse for J1.
Yeah, if droids could be grossed out, you'd be that.
Vomits bolts.
Just
I-
oil comes out.
Oh, clank, 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 blah, clank, clank, clank.
I put the 2 pistols down, and the list that week 2 gave me. He had just like put a magnet onto my chest so that I didn't lose it.
Yep.
Pull that off.
You our fridge magnet.
Fridge magnet shaped little tauntaun, like a cartoon tauntaun.
Hmm.
All right, so you just slap it on the counter. Don't
Yeah.
say anything. All right, so he looks over it's the heavy blaster pistol and net gun, right?
Yep.
Okay, so he looks at you, looks back at the list, looks on I assume your back. You have your gun there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I still think J1 just blatantly walks around with this illegal gun. Like, I have nothing to hide it in, and I'm always carrying it, so I think it's just on my back.
All right, so
We need to build a hidden compartment in you and make it collapsible.
he could just wear a cloak.
That's if Orin doesn't kill me for selling his gun.
And okay, so he just says, "I will take both of these as is, and I will give you this box of shit." And he gives you a box.
Is it everything on the list, or would I have no clue?
Would J1 know that?
He has some mechanics knowledge now because of the explosives, so
Okay.
I'm actually pretty
So,
good at
yeah,
mechanics.
I mean, go ahead and roll a average mechanics.
I figure there would be some amount of
2
like I
success, 2
took the gun
advantage.
apart to see what was good, and hey, that doesn't look like the part, or that does look like the part that week 2 had.
Yeah. So, and he succeeded with 2 advantage. So I'm gonna be like, yeah, you probably. It looks like week 2 could use these two.
Okay, and yeah, I forget the exact value we quoted, but it's high enough that I think those 2 guns are a pretty fair trade.
You're about money value wise, you're probably losing if you just do that, but you are getting your gun back.
Yeah, I'm losing it, but like I'm not good at negotiation, so I don't know how
Alright,
much I'm
so
losing.
so you can go ahead and remove those.
Oh, I guess I will ask him if he has any parts. Okay, so I realize I'm being a little bit undervalued on my stuff, and I'm like, this is all that's in this box. How about we throw in some stuff I could use to make some explosives?
I want to make you make a negotiation check
Okay,
to convince him.
I need to start putting money into this.
It sucks because it's based on presence. Your presence is 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a light side point. This is important to me.
Okay.
That gives me a boost or an upgrade. Upgrade, right?
Upgrade. You
Yeah.
can downgrade the difficulty or upgrade your roll.
Okay, let's do this. Shit.
No, I thought you didn't roll any failures. So I was like, what the hell's the thing there? He goes, nope, that's what you need, and giving you bombs doesn't seem like a good idea. And he notes all like the carbon scoring on your chassis from being shot at.
Fine. I'll take a fixed gun for this junk. Okay, I pretty much have nothing left. Oh, I still have that other Vibro Spear. I forgot about that. How about I trade you this Vibro Spear for those explosive parts?
And he looks at it, like, sure, I guess.
Yes.
I can get something out of this. At the very least, it'll be a stick to beat all the rats off with. So he gives you a box of there's switches and wires and
It's just
other
like all of
shit.
his leftover shit that he doesn't solder together, but J1's like,
Yeah,
perfect.
I mean, basically, the only thing you're really missing from that is a actual explosive component itself. All the other parts you would need to make make some kind of device that will explode, you have, other than fuel and whatnot.
Okay, that's fine. I didn't want to take week 2 stuff. Only Orin's.
Hmm.
Okay.
I don't know if Chris is back yet.
Yeah. I didn't actually
Yep.
think he was gonna be mad about this. This is on me as a person, not even in character.
Chris is gonna have to find you in real life and beat your ass.
Woo! So, someone should do it. That's for
Not
sure.
over a blaster rifle.
In a pretend Star Wars game. I mean, that's obviously the only reason you beat someone's ass in Rim. It's over something that has absolutely nothing to do with anything.
Blue,
Okay.
real quick, sorry to interrupt. What was that thing I was supposed to ask Ray about?
Oh, Kaioken Cola
Kaioken Cola. Okay.
and Big the Cat.
'Kay.
Just like so I heard you really like Big the Cat.
And then, since my arms are pretty full with these boxes, and I have pretty much nothing left to sell, I will make my way back.
The ship. Let's see,
Yep.
guys. It's the same day you were at the shrine, so it's like
Yeah, unless
still,
I see
like,
gambling
still
again.
light out. It's pretty late in the afternoon, but it's still light out. So you come back to the ship.
And I bring Week 2 the box with my gun, give him that, and then I don't really have a spot for my...
Week was outside barking at people, so
Yeah, so I just gotta bring it to like where his spot is. Oh, I wouldn't trust my gun
Alright.
just sitting around. There's too many people around. So I'd wait for him until he comes back in and just
Okay.
probably tinker. I guess I can try my explosives roll for the day.
yeah, go ahead.
Which I think it's a medium now because I upgraded it. So medium difficulty. Mechanics
Talent,
check.
right? Improvised. Is it improvised detonation or is it something else?
I think it's improvised detonation, which I'm not even sure you're supposed to actually like make them beforehand, or if it's just I make something in the moment.
Yeah, no, you'd have to look at the talent. Anyway, go ahead and make the roll.
Yeah, so it's the improved one. Mechanics. Hooray! Success and a threat. Or
You
2
get-
success and a threat.
Get a strain. Okay. So they get done refueling and cleaning and fixing minor things in the ship. So they leave, and you go back in the ship. And as you're going in the ship, you can just hear this like audible sigh of "Thank God he's gone." Everyone else is sleeping, so you get back to your workshop, and Jay wants to stand there with some boxes and his gun.
Yeah, he's tinkering with a grenade right there.
Right in the middle of your workshop.
Yeah, so I'll give it to week 2 to fix with the parts and probably just sit and watch since I'm kind of understand mechanics now to see what he does.
Yep. You said it is just minor.
Yeah, it's one
damage.
difficulty.
Yeah. Where was that at? Repairing gear.
Minus 10% cost per advantage.
Exactly. Are you fucking kidding me?
What are the fucking chances you get 3 blank dice? Okay, so it didn't go too
Ouch.
well this time around.
Yep.
Maybe week
I have
2's tired
no
too.
idea what the fuck these parts are that he put in this box, but this is not what I needed.
Maybe week 2's just tired too.
I think everybody's tired.
I guess is it? Can
Yes.
J1 try it then? He saw the stuff in the box and he thought it made sense.
I guess, yeah, why not?
Yeah, I mean, you could do your own mechanics check on it.
It was 1 difficulty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct. Hey, and
did
it's 20% cheaper.
Yeah, so since you got parts instead of
Yeah, instead of paying.
instead of spending your money, I would say that you can repair again if it gets broken again. You have also leftover parts.
Okay.
Find it.
So there's that. So is week 2 gonna turn in for the night
Think so.
after being out mechanicked by J1?
Well, I mean-
I obviously need a break.
After ordering around all the nobodies working on the ship, I'm in ship mode, not gun mode.
There's actually just another magnet that got stuck to J1's arm that wasn't in the box, and that was what week 2 was missing the whole time.
Yep.
All right, so everybody is in their usual sleeping spot on the ship. So, I assume you're done for the night, J1.
Yeah, I think that was enough to be obligation worthy.
All right. So everybody gets, I think, full rest is 1 health and all your strain. Yeah, 1 wound and all strain.
Sounds like a podcast title.
Full strain gone. Zoop. And I'm down to 6 health now. Damn, how long does it take to heal wounds?
I can fix that.
If you do a week of natural rest, you take a resilience check versus your critical severity of injury for 1 injury, but that would be 7 nights, so you get 7 wounds back. 1
think,
night is 1 wound.
Doesn't an emergency med kit do a critical injury too, or no?
Yeah, there's like a trauma kit, and it might
Oh,
be stuff
trauma kit.
included. It might be something included in the medical pack because the med pack is it's less consumable and more the tools to do the job. All right, so cue that Final Fantasy Rest in the Tent music, and then you guys wake up the next day.
Why don't we have a soundboard with that?
'Cause I did not do that. That would be great. But also, if Joe's streaming this, it's probably copyrighted.
Oh yeah.
Twitch never catches anything. It's just YouTube, so as long as it's not like a full song generates, not too bad.
Yeah, it just means it won't. I'm pretty sure copyrighted music won't show up on the VOD.
How I have it set up, it will. It's not supposed to, but I don't have it all split up because I don't really use. I just avoid copyrighted music as best
So
I can.
anyway,
Best I can.
everyone wakes up. Darren, as you get out of your bed, the Cathar kid jumps out of the top bunk and lands right in front of you, and then runs off to get food.
Oh, okay.
And across the way is Vet and Dia are waking up from their bunk bed and getting ready to go out to the common area. I'm gonna put all of them in here. Orton wakes up to the smell of cooking food because he's right in the kitchen practically.
I'm gonna meander on over.
Javal
To
will.
to the Twi'leks or to where the kid's sitting.
To the food.
Okay, so you're over here. Joe Wall, you walk in and you just see It's almost like a Tom and Jerry floating through the air because he smells something delicious kind of reaction from Or.
Yes.
You're like, I didn't know the Force did that. So, week 2, you wake up, J1's just standing over you, apparently. I didn't move his icon.
I assume I went back to the deck, the helm,
The cockpit.
that one,
The
and
bridge.
All right.
and I hung up my sign
Yeah.
that says "No droids allowed"
right.
right above the door into the hallway.
The irony.
And that's what you're doing right now. You're like screwing that in. All right. So Vet drags Orin away because he's in the way. You done anything fancy here in the mornings? Anybody got any small little details you'd like to add or anything?
I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna go collect my blaster rifle from J1 because I kind of need that shit.
Okay. So Dan brings food over. Joe, while you sit down too.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody but week 2 is eating in Baragar. What are you doing there?
I'll go eat.
Okay. I forgot about moving your character this shit. Week 2.
Huh?
You going out to eat too?
Yeah, I do need food.
Occasionally. There's not enough room around this tiny little circle that's supposed to be a table. Oh, well, it'll work out. We just swap there.
Blue.
Yes.
Ray says it's nice to know my seething contempt for Big the Cat is so memorable.
Okay. So, all right. So you get done eating. You get your space coffee and all your good stuff, and then you find out Orin or J1 is at the cockpit doing whatever he's doing.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna head there.
All right. So as you walk up, you see him hanging a sign that says "No droids allowed."
Doesn't that also include you?
That's the irony of it.
Yes.
Okay. Sure. Oh yeah. So I need my blaster rifle back.
Hmm?
The blaster rifle I let you use yesterday.
No. I don't have it anymore.
Well, what happened to it?
He like puts his hand on Orange's shoulders. I didn't. No, it's gone. And it's like, again, it's J1, so his tone is the same the whole time, but he's trying to be like almost considerate, but sarcastically.
Okay. Well, if you don't have it, where did it go?
Someone in town has it.
Out to pasture.
Yeah, it went to a farm up the road
Can
where it
you
can prance and play with all the other blaster rifles.
Can you show me who has it? I'll just try and get it back. I don't know how he got it from you, but I'll just
He
try and get
stole
back.
it.
Oh, and you didn't stop him?
I didn't want to shoot a civilian. You told me not to hurt people that don't deserve it.
Oh, okay. Just show me where the guy is, and I'll get it. I'll get it back.
He's very dangerous. We might just want to catch him by surprise.
I'll just try and talk to him first. I mean, people in this town are very reasonable, so I'll just let's go take care of that real quick before we all have to meet up with the mystic in town.
I'm super busy right now, actually.
Fine.
Yeah. Sign won't hang itself, and it's already hung behind him. He's just
I'm gonna cut it in half with my lightsaber.
Okay.
okay.
Yep.
I guess make a easy lightsaber check.
What is happening right now?
Honestly, I feel like you could just hit it without rolling.
Yeah.
So I guess there's that. So
Yeah.
yeah, you just cut it in half.
Okay. All right. See, now we don't have to worry about it. Let's just go to town.
I guess I have to repair the steering on the ship then instead.
Oliver comms. Hey, week 2, can you steer the repair the steering on the ship?
Why do we
Two
need
cut
to
in half.
repair the steering?
J1 is very concerned with it, and I need him for a mission. So could you just check up on that for me?
Sure.
See, now
J1
you
is
don't have to worry about it.
J1
We'll just
is
go to town.
lamenting his bluff and his inability to do anything social. Fine.
Like, it has sentimental value. I've had it with me for a long time, and this fella just stole it from you, and that's not cool. So we're gonna confront this guy, we're gonna talk to him about it, we're gonna see if he'll just give it back like a nice person.
Mm-hmm. My sign had value too.
It did, and now it doesn't. Plus, we too can fix it. It's fine. It's fine.
Zach, do you ever just feel like
It's fine.
people don't take
Fine.
care of anything around the ship
Fine.
because you can fix it? All right, so everybody else is eating. The kid's gonna find an open area in the cargo bay and like practice with this lightsaber, I guess.
With George.
No, just on his own in the cargo bay, without potentially hacking a cat hound in half that he knows you're gonna want to keep. Anybody else got any morning plans aside from our little J1 got caught escapade?
Hey, boss man, do you need me on this part of business trip?
Nope. We're just gonna see a man about a fish.
Okay, I'll see if I can get some money so we can get more medical supplies.
Also, if you hear about any jobs, keep an ear open, because we need some cash flow into the ship.
Yeah, I'll take a look around for stuff.
All right, everyone, have a good day. We're gonna meet up with the Mystic later, so bye.
So I saw you move to week 2. Zach, are you going to investigate the neon sign?
I'm going to investigate this steering issue.
Oh well, you walk past a lightsabered in half, a welded rod in half sign, and it if you put it together, it says no droids allowed.
I don't know how you're gonna get the neon back in that thing.
Yeah, no.
It's just a clear tube sign now.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with the steering.
Yeah, I will very quickly find that out.
Yeah, you don't even have to like make a check. You just walk in like, there's nothing wrong here. Especially since I just fixed everything yesterday with all those bozos.
There's definitely a pile of like wires hanging about, but you realize they're all just attempts at explosives laying there.
They're not connected to anything.
Yeah.
I
There's just
can't
a
find
pile-
anything they've been pulled from. It just seemed to have appeared there out of nowhere.
It was the box that J1 brought back yesterday. He just kept it in out of ear stuff.
Hmm.
All right, so Joe Hall, you're gonna run out to town and do medicine shit.
Yeah, and see if anyone has jobs that the ship as a whole could do.
Okay.
I guess
Vet will
cargo
tag along.
transport.
Vet
Okay.
will tag along just because she wants to get off the ship.
Yeah. What are we doing about this kid?
Well, that's up to Orin and Berengar, because he's one of them.
Okay, I'll just ignore the kid then. Unless he needs medical attention.
No, he's good. Like, so, all right, Berengar, what are you doing? Darren,
He didn't fall asleep, did he?
he's probably muted.
Oh,
Fathead,
Go check. Discord doesn't have it muted, but he could be just on the headset.
he's always muted on his headset. I don't even know how it happens. He probably mutes himself to yell at his kids and then forgets to unmute and then realizes he's muted 20 minutes into a conversation.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Darren,
You'd think he would have caught on by now, though.
yeah, what we're talking about. And maybe his kids exploded.
Uh-oh.
That could be too.
Would have time to play the chicken nuggets under Ari's bed again.
Oh no.
It wasn't a plate, it was a huge pile.
Oh.
It's a pile.
And she would hide her food. I'm done, I get a snack now. After dinner, all the
Mm.
time. Oh, recently, she also put their kitten in the freezer.
What?
Oh gosh.
Maybe
have a
she
worse
gives
story.
the kitten to cool down or something. I
When
guess.
I don't know what she's doing. But my sister, when she was like 2, put a cat on a frisbee and put it in the microwave.
Oh no.
Oh no.
She turned the microwave on, but it was only on for like a second because I caught it, and my dad's like, "What the fuck?" The girl, that cat wasn't fucked up. Yeah, because kids are fucking dumb.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And we have a child on the ship.
But he's not that young to be that dumb.
How old is he?
He's probably like 12 or 10. I can't remember. I think I have it in notes somewhere.
Like Padawan age.
Oh, okay.
Do I have the notes? I might not have the notes because I made him up for your stupid obligation.
He's
That's
Anakin
fair.
age.
Yeah, I just have him a runaway Jedi Padawan orphan, killed a soldier out of panic. That's it. Blah, blah, blah.
He's
You guys took him in.
old enough to throw imbalance into the Force.
Only with enough conflict.
So there's that. Okay. Darren's exploded.
Rip.
Let's see. So what's week 2 gonna do right now? Since you're still on the ship.
I don't know. Because I don't know. I don't have any droids I'm working on. And I need to save up for the bigger one.
All right.
Yeah, I got
So
nothing.
I'll just tag along with either Joval or Orin and J1. Or you might just idle around on the ship.
I'll go with Joe
I'm sorry, I had to step away all of a sudden. I apologize.
I was trying to see what the hell you're doing.
I figured.
Like you either exploded, it's muted.
No, I had to dip out like sudden. Good now.
All right.
Kiddos.
All right, Darren. So
Yeah, we figured.
J1 and Orin are going to confront the man who stole Orin's blaster rifle from J1. Because that's what he told Orin.
Oh,
His no droid sign got cut in half.
remember that. That's about
And
it.
Vet and Joval are going to go about and look at medical shit and try to find jobs for the ship. Week 2's just tagging along. The Padawan kid is training on his own in the cargo bay. He is milling about the ship, as she does. with the protocol droid, and George is locked in half the cargo bay.
The Padawan kids training in the cargo bay.
Yeah, there's 2 sections to the cargo bay. He's in one, the Cathone's in the other.
Yeah.
His name is Zoma Los.
I'm gonna bring the medical droid with us.
All right.
Say, am I needed to go with you, Oren? Or wait, do I wait?
You can do whatever you want.
Or do I want to? Or I can go check in on the kid.
You can do that if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll go check in on the kid.
Whatever happens to that kid is pretty much between you and Orin, because no one else is going to know how to really interact with him.
Mm-hmm.
At least not on the professional level of being a Jedi. All right, well, we can do that then.
What exactly is he doing?
He's like practicing his lightsaber shit right now because he's got nothing else really that he can do.
The kid, did he have a lightsaber?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I couldn't fucking remember.
That's how he killed the Voss soldier, and that's how you guys ended up finding him.
Oh, right. Get these Star Wars hiatuses and I forget everything else.
Hmm.
Well, I'll walk on in and be like, hello there, young man.
He stops swinging and he goes, hello, Master Berengar.
What style are you practicing there?
Nothing in particular, just basic.
Basic. Does would I know if he has like a training droid or anything to block?
No,
this,
he's just like, it's like shadow boxing. He's basically just
okay.
going through motions. If you want a more mechanical explanation, he has the Shicho Knight specialization of warrior, so he doesn't have a fancy style like you and Orin do.
Okay.
He just makes
Well,
checks with his lightsaber.
could I could ask the kid to come I could pull out my lightsaber and have him just kind of come at me and see where his skill is at.
Yeah, you could like actually train with him if you want.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Do a quick train with let's test your skills, young one.
Okay, so
Pull up my lightsaber.
we will
turn
do
it
a
on.
mock battle eventually. I'm going to move over to everybody else and get
Okay.
them going.
That cliffhanger, that one, this screen just
And then
do
fade to J1
fades
blowing
over.
up a casino.
Another casino.
I'm just saying.
God, if I haven't gone that long. Just kidding.
J1 just has a talent. That's what we're going to call it. All right, so Orin and J1.
That's very
So
question.
J1, are you leading him down the market street that you were selling all your shit at?
God. Yeah, I don't want to be as disruptive as I think J1 would be in the moment. So, yeah, we'll go find the guy.
There's a fine line to walk between being J1 and being that guy.
Yeah, that's just like I didn't actually mean to like tick Orin off, but
Orin's
Alright.
not mad. He's disappointed.
most I didn't mean to tick you off. Orin, 50-50.
J1
Oh, I'm
doesn't
not
really
mad.
care
It's
about
funny.
Orin.
It's funny as shit.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. I'm so bad at reading people that I was like, oh fuck, I
So
No,
you take him down
pissed
the
him
line.
off.
You take him to where the Sullustan was.
J1's like repeatedly holding the disruptor rifle instead of it on his back, like debating whether he shoots Orin to cover up his tracks because he's an addict.
Wow.
But decides against it.
I sense a disturbance.
There's a disturbance in someone's psyche.
On a droid.
Alright. So you come up on like
Yeah, wherever I met the guy, I don't remember which person it was that sold it. It wasn't the scrapper, it wasn't the hunter.
it was
was-
the Sullustan.
Yeah.
The Sullustan's the one that bought the blaster rifle. Okay, so you find him again. He's talking to some people out on the street. He's got his little like wares shop. He sells mostly knickknacks and stuff.
Oh.
He just was interested in the blaster rifle, so he bought it from you. So you found him.
And I point him out to Orin.
All right, well, let's go give this guy a little chat.
All right, so you walk up to this guy's like kiosk, and he's like, "What can I help you with?" "Oh, my friend the droid."
So I was informed by my friend here, J1. If you didn't know his name's J1. He said you stole the blaster rifle I had lent him.
He like does that like back and forth look between the two of you. He's like, "I have never stolen anything in my life. This is an insult to my integrity."
At the price
He-
you gave me, it was stealing.
He sold me the blaster rifle.
At that price, it would be called theft.
I don't think my first mate would lie about something like that. So I'm just gonna politely ask you to give me my blaster rifle back, and we'll call it even. No harm, no foul.
How about I bought it fair and square? If you want it, you can buy it back.
For how much?
700 credits, which is less than the market value.
I'm gonna wave my hand and like, nah, I think you're just gonna give it to me.
Okay, so you're using the full mind trick power.
Yes.
Damn, I just made Orin commit a crime.
Oh, I gotta open up my book. He didn't really commit a crime. I guess he counted it.
Unrelated to the actual game, I've been shaking some powder that's meant to be an explosive for something. And I just hit my hand, and my whole
Which-
hand went numb. And I
Which
can't
one
feel
did
shit.
he use? Okay, so if you're doing this, if you want to do this to full opposed discipline checks,
Yep.
so what did you say to him?
I said, no, I think you're just gonna give it to me.
Okay, so it's
And I'm gonna
opposed
light-
discipline versus discipline.
I'm gonna use a light side point, Mike.
Okay, so set up your discipline roll, and for the difficulty, add a purple and 2 red,
A purple and 2 red.
because that'll be his 2 yellow dice and his 1
Oh,
green
oh.
die. It's an opposed check, and then if you succeed, then
So
You
do
just
I want to
simply beat him.
upgrade or downgrade the difficulty?
you want to upgrade on if you're using line. Well, it's an opposed check. It's not actually difficulty, so you can only really upgrade your own.
Oh, okay. So it's two despair and 2 difficulty dice.
Yeah, well, they're challenge dice, but yeah.
Okay.
You also have to roll a force die because you have to be able to spend a force point on the check,
All right.
or else you can't do the power.
Yeah, that's a lot of dice. That's all weird and different.
Yeah. You got 2 dark points, but it is a successful check. So if you spend those points,
Yes, I'm going to spend them.
okay. You spend a dark point, activate your check. He has a triumph. What can I do a triumph? He has those 2 advantage. I don't know how I can use a triumph here. So you just mind controlled him with the force.
Did you have the kitty? What are you doing?
All right. Well, you did your thing. He hands you the blast rifle from underneath his like desk.
All right, I'm going to put it in my back sling thing.
Maybe his triumph is that you feel bad for him because you're taking his shit, and J1 kind of tricked him, sort of, maybe.
I do feel guilty. That's very fair.
I think J1 in this moment is a little scared of Orin because he's always kind of thought like, okay, anyone on this ship I just can kill, so I can do whatever I want. But he has no idea what the fuck just happened, and this guy listened to him. And J1's like, oh god, could he just do that to me? And he's panicking.
Yeah, change his designation to Panic Skywalker.
Get out.
So I'm just gonna walk a couple spaces away from the guy. I'm gonna look at J1 and go, "Don't disappoint me again." And I'm just gonna leave.
All right. So J1, you're on the streets by yourself as Orin walks away with his gun.
Yeah, he'll follow, but kind of at a distance.
All right. So while that's going on, week 2, Joe Paul, Ed Bet, and the medical droid all walk into a bar.
Real
No,
quick,
wait.
But
Sorry, real quick, is that 1 point of conflict or 2 because it was 2 dark side points?
You only needed to spend 1 to activate the power.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Please continue.
All right. All right. So basically, from your point of view, you see Orin and J1 like veer off to a down a street, and you guys are wherever you're going.
Okay, Joval's just looking for like odd jobs to make money.
Okay. So you might be able to find some kind of work board for whoever's traveling at like maybe a a bar or something close to the port, starport.
Okay.
Or if you want anything on the planet, you might be able to find something if you ask some of the boss soldiers.
I'll check the board first.
There's not a lot of jobs. Some of them require you guys to go into like deep like core world space that you guys tend to avoid.
Hmm.
As you're looking around, and you find one that is a goods transport to Navarro. It doesn't say what. And Vet finds one that is like food delivery to like Hoth.
Okay. I think we should take. Ooh. Would it make sense to take both of these and knock them out at the same time, or are these planets totally different areas from each other?
He's like, if I remember correctly, Q astrogation check.
Do you want me to make one too?
No,
Okay.
that is because she's the one that's actually trained in it a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, so she does remember that they're not like in the same systems as each other
Mm-hmm.
or sectors of space, but they are in like that like quadrant of the galaxy.
Okay.
So that wouldn't be completely undoable.
Okay. So I'll grab the one for Navarro and suggest that we take the one for Hoth as well. And then for the Navarro one, I want to find out like what it is before I actually commit. So is there info on like where to pick the goods up?
Yeah, there is contacts for both of these. One of them is in the port, and the other one is. It says he'll be like one of 3 different bars on like the other side.
Okay. I'll follow up with the Navarro one.
All right. We two got the input since you're there.
no.
Okay.
Any other?
All right.
Are there any mechanics jobs?
You could probably find something. It may not be posted, but you could probably find something in the town as you're walking around. Somebody probably needs something fixed. A droid's probably broken down somewhere.
I'm more to stick with Joval.
All right. So which one did I say is in the port?
You didn't. You just said one was in the port and one was in a bar.
Okay. So the Hoth one, the contact is in the port. That's just food. The other one is in the bars. He has a list of 3 bars that he might be at a given point in time. He moves around, and that's probably where you'd find it. That's for the Navarro one.
Okay,
I
I'll
need
go
to
bar
do it.
hopping.
Okay. As Joval does. Okay. So you get to the first bar, and it's called the Lazy Gundark. There's a mostly non-human clientele. Very few humans are in there. There's a back room that it's sealed. You can see through like glass windows.
Hmm.
There's like a little like airlock type chamber for like 1 or 2 people, depending on the size of the people between the 2 rooms. And it's just there's like free floating like chemical gases and stuff in there. There'd be no humans back
Hmm. Okay.
there. So
I guess.
you can
Oh,
look around for the guy if you want.
yeah, I'll take a look around, and if I don't see anyone that sticks out to me, I'll ask the bartender if he knows who this guy is.
Let me get a name. All right, guy's name is Jack Durant. That's the guy you're looking for. So you need to
Okay.
ask people. So yeah, so you look around. He didn't leave any descriptive. All he left was his name.
Okay, then I'll ask the bartender if they know a. You said Jack Durant?
Jack Durant.
Okay.
Jek.
Okay. Might as well order a beer so that he's nice to me.
And because you want one.
Well, yes.
That who has never drank before will also order a drink. So it's going to cost you both like 5 credits each.
Okay. Gotta spend money to make money, am I right?
Well, maybe you can get it as like a deduction.
Literally.
Like maybe get Orin to give you an extra 5 credits cut and pay for expenses.
Yeah.
All right, so you ask the bartender. He gives you both the drinks. It's like the most
Really
generic
thought
beer you
line.
can get here. And he's like, yeah, he was here. I don't know, yesterday. Sometime he left. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So you haven't seen him today at all?
Nah. He comes by every few months or a few cycles, I go, something like that. Whatever Star Wars like equivalent would be. Because
Okay.
he runs stuff around. He's a Devronian guy. Got red
Okay.
skin and both his horns are broken.
All right. Well, do you know if he hangs out anywhere else in this area?
I assume he just went to other bars to either post his thing or talk to different people. He
Right.
talks to a lot of people around here. Not all of them are on the up and up.
Okay. Well, thank you for the information. Bottoms up, Bet, and Joval drinks the beer.
That tries to drink it, and she gets like maybe a quarter through it before she's like, I can't drink the rest of this slow now. And so she gives it to you, I guess. Or week 2. Week 2, do you want some partially drank beer?
Mm-mm,
And Joval shrugs and finishes that also.
I don't do that stuff.
Okay, so there we go. So come over to this Darren. Ready for your little mock lightsaber fight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's can do the thing, yeah?
I'll do it this way. So you can go to the combat tab, roll your initiative. We will do cool initiative. This is just to see your rolls first. It's not
Yeah.
a big deal. All right, so it looks like you're gonna let the kid go first.
Okay.
All right. We'll just do strain damage for now.
I'm gonna don't hold back now.
Oh, what's your defense?
My defense.
I know you have defense. There it is.
I have some 1 and 1 at the
Are
moment.
you using your sword or your lightsaber?
You know what? I did pull out my lightsaber, but you know what? I'm like, you know what? I don't need this. I'll swap to my sword.
All right. That gives you more melee defense than your lightsaber does.
Yeah.
All right, so I have to add 2 to difficulty. Oh, almost got a triumph. All right, so you easily parry his strike, and he trips and falls on the ground and takes a strain.
Back up.
Got 4 threat. All right, so now it is your go. So you do whatever you want here.
Who, me?
He's on the ground. Yeah, you're in a combat kind of with him.
Well, I'm gonna instruct him to get up. Come on, get back up.
All right, so that's gonna be your whole turn.
Sure, I guess.
All right, so
I mean, I don't want to attack a prone kid.
yeah, but you're training him. Damn it.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but this is lights. This is like sparring. You know, tell him to get back up. See if he can strike me. Come on.
Right, so he gets up, swings again, fails again. But he just don't knock him down this time. So many fucking
Better.
defense. There, that's so many damn defense dice. If this was an
Hey.
actual fight, I'd be angry.
I could defend like a son of a.
All right, so you're gonna go at him, or
Yep. I'll
all
take a
right,
swing.
go ahead and make a roll.
Go ahead and
This is
roll.
like when it's like the opposite, but the same thing is when Jayla walks in and just annihilates everything in front of him.
Except I just defend all the things in front of me.
All right, so
Of course, it's all not. I'm gonna non-lethal damage. I'm not trying to hurt.
yeah, so 7 damage. You could crit, but that's not useful.
I'm not. Yeah.
So you strike him, and just for the nature that it's a flat side of the blade, but there's still like a little bit of an edge, so you do kind of like nick him a little bit. But it's fine. No real damage.
Good there, young one.
And then once again with your 4 purple dice against his 2 actual dice. Hey, he actually hit you. Total damage is 8.
Ooh, nice.
3
What do I-
threats. I'm gonna do a 3 threats.
What do I take in strain?
It'll just be the same. That's what I did to him. He did 7 damage. I put 7 strain on him.
How much am I taking again?
8.
Well, I'm glad I restored all my strain. Fuck.
Oh wait. He took 2 less because he's not using a lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
we're all applying soak and shit like normal.
Yeah.
We'll just say like his lightsaber is like powered, toned down, so it just like it's like a training weapon right now instead of an actual lightsaber.
Yeah.
All right, so his turn again. I think. Well, I just hit you.
Yeah.
Your turn.
That was a good zap. Very good, young one.
Oh yeah, 3 threat. I'll give him the strange for it.
I'll do
Oh,
one
not
more.
plus prone.
Yeah, it took him a lot to actually get past your defenses a little bit. So
Do
I'll
one
just
more.
strain him.
Oof.
Oh yeah. So if I follow this through with the full damage, he will be knocked out from being overstrained. So I'm gonna say, if you want, you could do that, or you could probably just stop noticing how tired he is and end the like training there.
I will. I'll do that. Very good, young one.
At least the physical part of the training. You can still do like meditations and other things. You could just teach him academic type shit or whatever you want to do.
So is there any like meditative thing I could teach him to like maybe restore a little bit of strain or something? Just for the sake of the
I mean, you guys can sit
the
here
thing.
and rest and meditate. You could take a post fight like cool check, like cooler discipline, like we were doing before, and you can try to
Yeah.
restore strain that way.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, it's not like he's out fighting all the time, so it's
Yeah.
yeah, he recovered from strain. Okay, so you could do that too if you want to get some strain back. You get 2.
Yay. Puts me back at 6.
All
Okay.
right. So now you can move on to other forms of training because he's now too tired to do physical
Very,
stuff.
very good. Got a hit in. That's very surprising. Or lucky.
You're a Jedi Master. You don't believe in luck.
I'm old.
Okay.
Those ways
Yeah.
are gone.
He thanks you for the training, and he says it's nice to actually be able to practice with somebody.
Well, of course.
That was
I would love to be able to further train you and more if I can. Uh-oh.
oh,
Max,
what happened?
Max exploded.
Uh-oh.
I was just about to switch back to Orin and J1. So yeah, so if you want to start with other forms of training with him, you can just.
Yeah. He's like, let's rest up and just meditate for a few and reflect on what you've learned.
Okay, so you guys go ahead and do that.
We'll just sit there
And-
and sit in the meditative pose together.
Orin and J1.
I'm still walking back towards the ship, waiting for somebody to
Alright.
let me know the cleanup crew is done.
Yeah, it's probably a pretty quiet walk home.
Alright, so you guys just come back to the ship.
Well, so when I get back to the ship, I'm gonna like enter the ramp and I'm gonna turn and wait for like J1 to get closer.
Okay.
Do I notice that he's waiting for me?
I mean, if you're looking at all in front of you, yes.
Is there anything I can pretend to do outside?
I don't know. What do you want to try to pretend to do?
Anything. Just avoid the scolding.
You're gonna have to tell me what you're doing, or
I will pretend to do a search, like around the ship, an inspection. Pick up some of the
Okay,
random
so
bolts that they left
J1
around.
J1 just starts walking around the ship.
Start sweeping with my disruptor rifle, just old sweepy.
Yeah. Yeah, unlike week 2, if they did a bad job, they're gone.
All right, so that's what happens. But J1's just wandering off around the ship, basically.
All right, I'm just gonna stand there and watch him.
Okay. Jafal, you make it to the next tavern.
Yeah, so I'll go in now that I have a physical description. I'll look for that. I'll look for him first.
This place is called the Oil Slick. There's more
Nice.
droids in here, but there are some that are not. So the guy behind the bar is like also a droid mechanic.
Hmm.
So he's there's like oil baths around and shit for the more free droids to relax and do what they do.
I feel like I keep glancing at week 2 to see if he like gets extremely excited or anything.
So they're looking around. You don't see any Deveronians. So just at a glance, he's not here.
Okay. Does it seem like there's any back rooms or
If there is, they're like the restrooms and like the guy's workshop in the back or whatever. It doesn't seem like there's another like area for customers.
Okay. I think I'll just go to the next possible location.
All right. That's like it's a good thing we didn't bring J1. All right, so you go to the next place, and the sign is so fucking worn out you can't even tell what the place is called.
Interesting.
Most rundown bar here. It's also the rowdiest. Lots of yelling and singing and drinking. But you do see right at the bar a red Devonian with 2 broken horns.
Okay. I will approach him and say that we're interested in the job.
Okay, so you sit down next to him or stand behind him.
I guess I'll sit down next to him and
Okay.
I'll buy another drink.
He says, you need to get the Gormac whiskey. It's the greatest thing here.
I'll try that then.
Okay. So they give you this like it's almost like syrup, but it's like green.
Hmm.
And it definitely smells really strong.
All right. I'll take a sip of it.
So he orders one too, and he says, "To business, whatever
Yes.
yours is." And it takes a minute to drink it because it is slow, like syrup.
That sounds awful.
You have to take a long, quick shot. It seems it's like very strange.
Okay.
So it is the most alcoholic tasting thing you've ever had.
Woo. All right. I would like to try and maintain, like, if he is, I also would like to maintain eye contact while we're drinking.
He's
And then-
not really. He's not that into having you drink this drink, so he's just
Okay.
kind of drinking it, and you happen to sit next to him and shit.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll just drink it. I'll sip it at my own leisure.
Okay. Vet just bows down to week 2 because lean over and says, "I'm definitely not trying that. That looks terrible."
I can smell it from here. I'm definitely not. I'm out.
You just gonna leave the bar?
It's like, you
Or you
guys
just-
go. I'll catch up later.
So now, okay, now you can tell him about the. He kind of interrupted you and you're buying your drink, so now you can kind of tell him you're here for the job.
Yeah. So we have a cargo ship. We're looking for jobs. Saw your posting. Just wanted to get details on what we'll be transporting.
Like just a few sealed crates. Kind of the customer kind of wants some discretion, so I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I got to go to another place and I'm a little behind, so I just needed an extra ship to go to Navarro.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we definitely handle discretion. I just need confidence that it's not people.
Definitely
Or-
not anything alive. I'll give you that.
Okay.
But I can't really go into the details. You're just gonna have to trust and deliver. And if you don't, then I'll come after you
Mm-hmm.
and it causes a whole bunch of mess we don't want.
Definitely don't.
So as long as you don't open the crates, just deliver them,
Okay,
we'll be good.
that seems easy enough. Where and when would we pick the cargo up?
Well, I'm leaving tonight, so sometime today would be ideal.
Okay.
I can send word back to my ship and have my droids help you out right now if you're going back.
Let me contact my boss first and see what time we can arrange this. I'll just step right outside and come back and let you know.
He's like, all right, I'll be here at least for the next 2 hours.
Okay. So Joval will then finish the syrup drink and step outside to hopefully use the comm link.
It's like drinking 151, but like 3 times as worse, and it's like thick and like slow.
Ugh.
So you die. Okay.
I'm just saying that's what it tastes
Uh.
like. I'm not saying it's actually that much proof, or it would be 3 times worse.
Yeah. So will the comm link work from where I am, or do I have to?
Yeah, the comic's actually a pretty good range, so
Okay.
you could contact Orin and
Okay. So yeah, I'll turn it on and be like, "Hey, Oren, I found a lead for a job."
so J1, what you see is you just see Orin just dead staring at you, and then he slowly answers his comm link
Is it
without breaking eye contact with you.
just Orin, or can I also hear the conversation through my comm link?
Oh, you probably could if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll listen in, scared.
I mean, at this point, if everybody, like even Darren's comm link is like going off if he wants to answer it and be part of the conversation.
Got it. Yeah.
I'll be
So-
listening. I'll go and listen.
I'll just calmly answer yes.
So we have cargo to transport to Navarro, but we'd have to pick it up tonight.
Okay. Well, your best judgment, is it shady?
It seems fine enough.
Okay. Yeah, I trust you to handle it. I
Okay.
got something to deal with here, so I'm gonna let you go.
Should we load it up now or do a relay later?
We can load it now.
All right. Thank you.
Then I'm just gonna turn it off and go back to folding my arms and staring at J1 from the entrance way.
Darren,
J1's
Darren,
like
if you were
sweeping the
listening-
ground with his gun.
I was listening.
Okay, you realize that they're going to put cargo in the space, so the Cathound needs to go somewhere to not be with the cargo.
Okay. I will move the Cathound cage. Can I do that? Is there a thing to move it?
I don't think he's really in a cage. He's just in that room.
So he's gonna go in that one. Well, we're probably going to have to cut this short for now, and we're gonna bring the Cathound into this side cargo. Unless there's another cage.
There's only one room not currently being used, really, and that's the conference room.
Oh, well, let's take the Cathound to the conference.
I mean, I guess that's the only thing I can think of.
It's now a conference sound.
Because if you put him in the room you guys are currently in, he'll be like wreaking havoc in like Week 2's
Also,
workshop.
yeah, let's not do that.
Until he's like properly trained, you really can't.
We're gonna. I'll just take him to the.
All right,
Doot, 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 doot. We're going.
the kid's gonna help you. He's weirdly friendly for being a Cathound. That's or like use the Force to like placate the beast.
Oh, you're. That was awfully cooperative. But okay, that works.
Right, so you're like Ruba droid immediately goes in the cargo bay, and like you hear it like droid screaming for a minute, and then it just continues to work. Just so much like Cathound shit and piss and other trashed everything around the place.
Oh no.
All right. So, Javal, back to you.
Yes. Um. So the job posting that I grabbed, does that have the details on like where to go and who to give it to, or do I need to get that from?
Yeah, you kind of have to tell him anyway that you
Okay.
guys are good to go, so he can give you that stuff.
Okay. So then I'll go back in and say, all right, we're good to go. We can load it up now.
You're like, all right, I will contact my droids and my boys, and they will give you everything else that you need for that. I can go back to my drink, and it's a pleasure doing business with you.
You as well.
I will give you the portion of the cut for that job after the delivery. I will wire those credits to you.
Okay. Um. Does the job posting say how much it is, or I forgot about that part. That's Max
Um,
asking out of character first.
I guess it's probably another 2,000.
Okay. I
Provided
don't.
everything goes well.
Yeah, I don't think Joval really feels up to negotiating, so we'll just leave it at that. And then I
Right.
guess
So,
I'll
got
leave.
one job down.
Yeah. So Vet, do we want to see about this food to Hoth job as well?
She's like, I'm down. I mean, if we're gonna have some downtime after this planet, we might as well make some deliveries.
All right, lead on.
All right, so you guys head back to spaceport, and Orin, soon after that call with Joval, a weak way dude, and a couple of like, I guess burly droids. They look like they're meant for lifting heavy shit. They come over to your ship with like 4 crates. They're like, you one of the crew in the ship?
I'm the captain. I'm still starting at J1, by the way.
Never break eye contact.
Nope.
He's like,
Just
well, we got
about to
these
catch it.
crates. I guess you guys are gonna take care of them for us. We just need to.
Yeah. Cargo. The cargo bay is right behind me.
Okay. So, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. They take the crates over to your cargo bay. You may have to tell Berengar or your protocol droid to open up the cargo bay for them, because you're at like the little on ramp for like just a ship, and then there's the cargo bay on the other side of the
Yeah.
ship.
I'll just very coldly ask the protocol droid to do it.
He goes, certainly, sir, because he's a protocol droid, doesn't read tones. So he goes over there and does that. And those guys do their thing. So the guy comes back out with his droids and like, no crates anymore. He's like, you got quite a mess in there. Your cleaning droid was. Well, if droids were alive, he'd be having a heart attack. You might want to check into that. And then he just leaves.
Yeah. As he's like walking away, still looking at J1, I'm like, yeah, sometimes things get messy.
Oh no.
J1's like run out of things to fake doing, so he's like picking up sticks and piling them in a corner.
All right, so you guys head back to the spaceport. You kind of see your guys' ship in the distance, and you see it's pretty far away, so you can't really make out too many details. You see one person just standing at the bottom of the ship, and the other one is like randomly moving around in a small area a ways away.
You don't see
And
me.
you guys go over to this other ship, and there's like this large, rotund, like human guy, and he's like, based on the thing you have for the job, he's the contact.
I guess we'll go up to him and say that we're interested in the job.
okay, so let me collect my words. Okay, so he's like, oh great, this will save me a bunch of trouble. I was gonna be late because my damn ship is fucked up. Okay, my name's Saul Suter. He holds a hand out to shake yours.
Joval, and I'll shake hands.
He's very strong. And he's like, you do me a great favor with this. I mean, so I'll have to give you at least half the money for this because you're making most of the damn trip for me. So it's just some food stores for a settlement on Hoth. They ordered it a while back, and now my ship just broke down, so I'm kind of stuck. But they're gonna need that damn food.
I
So
see.
it's mostly like it's like MRE style shit. It's just like very to the point kind of food.
Okay.
Nothing luxurious. And there's like 8 crates of it.
Okay. Is week 2 still with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't fully disappeared.
Okay. Um. Yeah, we should be able to do that. We also know a mechanic if you need help with the ship.
He's like, that'd be appreciated, but I fear I'm gonna have to order a part and I'm not gonna have it in time anyway, so you might as well make the delivery for me, but if you want to take a look at the ship, maybe save us a little bit of time, that'd be great.
Yeah, week 2, what do you think?
I mean, I can't work on parts that don't exist, so if you need stuff, I can do the work for the parts you have.
He says, sure, guess. He's like, no one's really looked at it yet. We just know there's something wrong. But I just have that feeling that that damn hyperdrive has finally shit itself. It give me trouble for a while. They're just so damn expensive.
So maybe we find out you don't have to order a part, and that would be great. Why don't we have week 2 look at the ship first, see what he finds, and then if it's definitely a situation where you still need someone else to do the delivery, we can grab the cargo then.
Sure. However you want to help out. As long as the people in Hoth get their food, I'm good. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and check it out, Zach, just go ahead and make a mechanics check, a hard mechanics check.
That's not. I was wondering why I had 2 green dice for mechanics.
Oh, did you click on the droid?
Yeah.
Oh.
Huzzah.
All right, you suffer some strain because you have to squeeze past all kinds of stupid shit because they do not organize their engine room at all. And they partially use it as a storage room, all kinds of problems.
I mean, so I feel right at home.
And so yeah, you do find a few like power things that you could fix. Definitely the hyperdrive has issues you will not be able to fix. Not immediately. You can probably save the guy some money if he can get the parts you need for the hyperdrive instead of him buying a whole new one.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. You know, well, it doesn't look like you'll need a whole new drive here. Just this thing's bad, and this one's at the end of its life, so you could probably do with a better one of these. So maybe we can get parts that are actually here instead of scrapping the whole thing.
So he listens to everything you said, and then he leans over to Joval and Ben and says, "So every Jawa I've ever met has tried to cheat me. How trustworthy is this one?"
I can confidently say that he is a stand-up guy.
I mean, if I'm not buying the parts, you're not going to be spending an arm and a leg.
He's like, "All right, so write down a list for me, and I'll do what I'll see what I can do, and then if you guys come back here anytime soon, then maybe I'll hire you to fix it. If not, hopefully I can find a different mechanic around if you're not going to be around." And so he says he has some of these guys like put the crates on like those like maglev like pallet jack things they have in Star Wars,
Mm-hmm.
and they start taking them over to your ship.
We need those at our work, Mike.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So they're not just bumping around in all the fucking concrete and shit stuck in the wheels. And
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we had those, we might as well just have the Force, so I can sit down and flip pallets. Just telekinesis them into the stacks.
Mm-hmm.
And how many credits is this job?
The total he was going to be paid was 3,000, so he's willing to give you 1,500.
Okay. All right. I look back to our ship. Do I still see like a figure standing there and another one running around weirdly?
That's up to J1, I think.
Yeah, I got a massive pile of sticks.
Okay. So not only do you still see that, you make out a pile of something, and you see like a group of like boss people coming into the starport.
Okay.
You can pretty much assume that's probably the Mystic. And Orin, you do see the Mystic and his entourage coming at the ship.
Vet, is that like actually a pile of sticks there, or did the alcohol just hit me?
Vet's like, yes, there's a pile of sticks for some reason. I don't know where he got them. In the middle of a Star Force.
All right. Well, it looks like it's Mystic time, so let's go over there and see what's happening.
All right. So comes a ship. Darren, are you doing anything with the kid right now?
No, we were cut short having
Okay.
to move the.
So while they're doing that other shit, what were you doing before the Mystic got here?
How much time has passed? I guess.
It's probably only a few minutes. It was just we Joval talked to that guy. Week 2 did his thing. Orin stared not just daggers but claymores at J1.
Oof.
Like the mind, not even the sword.
we were entertaining the Cathons. That seemed so friendly. How about that?
Okay, so go ahead and just for the sake of helping Chris out later, make a survival, leadership, or charm check.
All right. Buttons here. Survival, leadership, or charm. Leadership is that. Where's charm?
It looks like all yours are the same.
Okay, let's do charm. It's just standard with the difficulty 2.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. You try to teach it some simple commands, and it just is not doing it. It's playing, it's doing its thing, it's being a pain in the ass. But you got 2 advantage. What you want to do with that?
Oh. I don't know. Disadvantage allow me to remove strain. Is that a thing? Was
Yeah. You
I'll
can
do
use
that.
advantage to recover strain.
Can I remove
Alright.
2 with the 2, or is it just 1?
You can do 2.
Okay.
We'll see why not. All right. Kid's
Okay.
gonna get a snack, I guess. And you hear that the Mystic is has arrived and is waiting
Oh.
for everybody outside.
Okay, I'll
So,
head that way.
The medical droid is going to return to the midbay. Vet is also going to go in because she assumes that you guys will be doing your thing.
Are they all just walking past Orin?
I guess, or yeah, or would have to let them walk past him.
Yeah. They're just walking past me.
So Joval and Week 2 have arrived outside the ship. So you just see Orin is like staring death at J1, arms crossed.
Oh, I have moved from arms crossed to occasionally tapping on my lightsaber and then going back to crossing my arms again.
And J1 is like avoiding all of it by stacking sticks in a pile.
Oh no.
I assume Berengar is going to come out too.
Yep.
So
Ah,
now there's two Jedi in the doorway. One's wondering what the hell's happening. The other one is very angry.
so Vet, are we going to address this at all?
Yeah. On her way squeezing past Orin, she's like, I'll leave it to you. She keeps going into the ship.
Okay.
Her
Hey,
and the
boss
medical
man.
droid dip out.
Orin, you seem very perplexed. That's what I want to say in a second.
I'm just gonna keep staring at J1. I'm just gonna say real quietly, this is a teaching moment.
Okay.
There is a lesson to be learned, and hopefully he learns the lesson.
All right. So immediately after that, the Mystic and his people come up.
Wait, I think I just cut off Joval. Sorry.
Oh no, you're fine.
Oh, J1 dipped out of Foundry just now.
He literally said scoot the dude. I'm out.
Yeah. Fuck you. Ah.
All right. So the Mystic doesn't even like address the scene. He's just like, "Good morning, everybody. Ready for our little trip? Got a little bit of
Splendidly.
I
talking."
suppose.
Yep, go ahead on in and make yourself comfortable. We will be departing shortly.
Was everyone else done dropping off the cargo from the jobs that I got?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll make sure to give at least Orin the lowdown on both of them and like the don't open the crates and stuff so that he has all the information that I got.
Yeah. To make it easy, the crates that are not to be opened are like they're painted like blue. The other ones are like green.
Okay.
The 8 food crates are green. They're also in opposite corners of that part of the cargo bay. So the Mystic, he goes in, he waves his guys away. He's like, I'll be fine with these people. You don't need to follow us. It's not a very big ship. No offense, he says to you guys. He
Yeah,
goes in.
before they walk, I'm like gonna ask him for a favor. Like, hey, can you give real dirty stares to that droid as you walk by?
Do you say it like low enough so J1 can't hear you?
Yes.
He goes, I will do my best. And you assume he is being stern with you now, J1, as he walks by.
I'm too busy
he
picking
keeps
up
his-
sticks.
He keeps his eyes on you until he's out of sight. As he goes into the ship. He's now hanging out with Vet, Dia, and Soma. Soma.
J1's leaking some oil over there.
So
Right down his
the
leg.
soldiers to the left, they bow to you, and they just say, "Let us know when you're on your way back, and we will come to escort the Mystic." And have a safe trip. And they
Alright,
walk
so
away.
has everyone boarded the ship?
I think Jovo week 2. All of you are all out there right now, unless everybody walked in.
I mean, Joval would have walked in.
Okay. Med Bay, common area. Where are you gonna be?
I think just a quick check on the med bay and then back to the common area.
Okay. Well, the droid resettled himself back into the med bay, and everything seems fine.
Okay.
Week 2,
Mm-hmm.
common area again.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh god.
Well,
Space.
we both did that, so it went. And I was like, I don't know. If you move in 5 spaces, I move in 5 spaces. He moves like 27 spaces. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Dad's
Bye.
with Darren all the time. Okay, Darren, and what are you gonna do? Anything here? You gonna hang out and see what happens, or
Yeah, I'm gonna hang.
okay? All right. So
I'm just.
Orin,
I mean, this is my Padawan. So
Orin and J1, it's up to you to get us out of this hellhole.
I sense a great amount of tension.
Yeah. I am waiting for Orin to make the first move.
Okay, so who's all outside in the ramp with me right now?
I think it's just.
I think just Berengar.
Okay. Baron, can you do me a favor and make sure the cat hound isn't like pooping all over where I sleep and stuff?
Yep.
Okay. And then I'm gonna yell out at J1, "Hey, it's time to pilot the ship!" And then I'm gonna walk inside.
I have a brief flash of crashing the ship and everyone dying horrifically. And I make my way cautiously onto the ramp, leaving my pile of sticks there, just randomly. However I found them, they're now there. With a sign
Okay.
that says, "Do not touch, I'll be back."
Was Orin still staring at him this whole time, or did you just go in the ship?
I just went in the ship now.
Okay, so I'll put you here. J1 cautiously makes his way through the common area and goes to the cockpit. And yeah. So go ahead, and if you're gonna fly, you may take off now. I'm not gonna make you roll because you're just casually flying at this point. Unless you want to roll because of J1's nurse.
I think it's a little shakier than normal. And he's debating getting the CPU ripped out of his head that makes him more sentient because he doesn't think his normal coding would be a problem with this. So probably a little rougher than normal taking off, but nothing too bad.
Okay. All right. Darren, you've checked on the cat found. He's good to go.
Okay.
Maybe put out some space newspapers out.
Yep.
All right. So you guys are in here with the Mystic. He says, so you need to destroy some force-related objects that are bad. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. They've done nothing but cause us trouble, and they need to go.
We should be able to do something at the Shrine of Healing, but we may only be able to take care of one.
Well,
I don't
one,
know how many you have, but at least one.
3?
Yes,
We
you have
have
3.
We have 3.
And he's like, okay. Well, once we get there, you and this fine gentleman, he gestures at Berengar, can help me with the little ritual that we will have to do to maybe get rid of one of these things.
Most certainly.
If there's anyone else who is capable, it might make it easier. but if they are not as well trained as the three of us, it may end up being more of a hindrance. So, is there anybody else that might be able to help?
Juval
And
like shrinks into the couch.
the kid looks like he wants to volunteer, but he's also seems smart enough to know that he's not the one who should be. But he would be better than Joval probably, because Joval literally has no training.
Yeah.
So he's leaving the offer out there if you have anyone else who might be able to do it. But the reality is you probably don't really. He's like, I'm gonna take a seat, I guess, until we get there. And he goes up to like the top corner of the common area there next to where Darren's standing and has a little seat and just relaxes.
Hey, bud. But
And Vent's like, I'm gonna go see how J1's doing. And she's going to the cockpit. And Dia's gonna go about her business and
Oh, when Vet says that, I'm gonna be like, act kind of suspicious, like.
she's like, I feel like that's really mean, but you're the boss. And so, yep, Bet sits next to you, and she doesn't like stare at you, but she seems to not trust anything you're doing, Jake.
I don't trust me either. It's fine. I think he probably does not turn and look like probably sensor there, but it's just like staring straight into the abyss out the window.
It's not the abyss. You're still on the planet.
Oh, it's the abyss for him. It's all the
It's not
abyss.
good because you're flying.
Yeah, there's some close calls that like you probably don't realize he's back in the ship, but like he's definitely a little more close to the ground and erratic than normal.
Every once in a while, the ship just jerks one way, like
Yeah, just-
dodging something.
Yeah, just a little bit. A blank stare.
So, aside from your current objective, you have two new side objectives. Protocol droid comes into the room. He informs the captain that the cargo is secured within the cargo bay, and that the cat hound is in the conference room for some reason that the droid is not aware of.
Okay, make sure the cleaning droid does double time in the cargo bay, and he may need to sweep the conference room once he's done in there.
I see this. We're going.
He
"Oh,
informs
dear,
you
oh,
that
God."
the cleaning droid has been in the cargo room all day. So
Yeah,
hopefully it'll be clean soon.
I hope. So on the short, I'm assuming short flight to the shrine,
It won't
I'm
be that long.
I'm gonna meditate on the terrible thing I did to that poor man.
All right.
I'm gonna I feel really bad, but it felt really good.
Joval has a thing for the flight as well. Assuming that everyone left the common area other than the Mystic.
Yeah, I think someone's gonna go and like take a nap. Darren, you do anything special? Protocol droid's gonna meander him out.
I don't think so. Not at the
Me
moment.
too.
Hmm?
Got any current location you like to be at?
To hang out in the engineering my
when,
room.
when you get there, the cleaning droid comes to you and it starts like furiously and angrily beeping and yells at you. If it was anybody else, that's all it would sound like. But he is complaining about how absolutely fucking disgusting that animal is, and that place is a fucking disaster, and he doesn't get paid enough for this shit. and all of his filters need cleaned, like completely replaced, cleaned. You can't clean anything now.
When did we start paying the cleaning droid?
You don't. He's just ranting and raving.
Yep.
So, Oren, you said you're meditating anywhere special, or just right here in the common area?
No, I'm just gonna meditate a little bit, and then I'm gonna go relieve Vet of her post.
Okay. You gonna sit in the chair, or are you just gonna stand in the back?
Say what?
I'm talking to Oren. You gonna sit in the chair, or just stand in the back?
No, I'm gonna sit in the chair.
Okay.
I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna breathe in and take
That's
a
gonna come
big
in.
breath
Just
out. I'm
run
just gonna
some.
say,
You run some preventative maintenance in the engine room while you're doing that.
and I'm just gonna J1. I'm just gonna turn to him real calmly. Just J1.
I'm not sure if he wants me to like respond, if he's just gonna say something.
So what were you gonna do next?
Yeah, so Joval is going to nervously approach the mystic and ask him if he has a moment.
All right. So you want there to be nobody in this room, right?
Yes. Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna assume that Darren will meander about,
Yep, I will do that.
stand in the halls, look out into the landscape like old men do.
Same.
All right. So he's like, "Can I help you with something,
So
Mr. Moo?"
um so we're going to cleanse artifacts of force powers, right?
Oh, ideally they will be completely destroyed, and whatever power is within them will be inert.
Okay. Is there a way to remove the force from a person?
There has been record of people cutting themselves or others off. Is this something that you want done to you?
Joval just kind of nods his head a little bit.
It's like, well, what I have heard is that in the back in the days of the Jedi, they would often do this to trainees or other Jedi who have done something wrong or could not be trusted to have their abilities. We usually don't do that on my world, so I do not know how to, but I do know it is possible.
I see. Thank you.
Anytime.
And then I'll just go back to the med bay and think about life.
And life without superpowers.
Yeah. Life without feeling hunted, I guess.
Yeah, because if an Inquisitor ever caught with any of you, he'd be like, "Oh, look, I need to get them." All right. Well, you guys arrived at the Shrine of Healing. Although, were Orin and J1 in the middle of something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna
Let's
say
finish that real
no.
quick. Let's finish that real quick, and then you'll get there.
Yeah, so I'm just J1.
He doesn't turn, but he'll just
So why did you lie to me about the blaster rifle?
How did you know I lied?
I mean, you saw what I did to that guy, right?
Yes.
There you go.
Seems a little messed up if you knew I was lying.
You know, everyone on this ship, there needs to be some level of trust there. If I can't trust you, what am I gonna do with you?
Get killed on your own, I guess.
That is an option. I'm just gonna stand up. I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder. And
Ah!
go, just think about that, and then I'm just gonna leave.
J1 is sweating oil again. He was trying to play it cool. He's not cool.
Oh, and then I need to tell week 2 to get the protocol droid to open the door and fetch the mask out of the safe.
Did you come to me, or was this over comms?
I'm just gonna do it over comms.
Okay. I guess I'll. Do I even need to go talk to him? Can I just like
I think you
talk
can.
to him remotely?
I think you can. I would assume that he has like communications built in or something. He's a protocol droid.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also like a ship intercom potentially, so you can let him know. But he'll be in front of that
No.
room.
Yeah. I
Wait.
think I'll have to go with him because I don't want to be announcing that over comms.
All right. All right. So, droid is doing exactly what he's asked to do because he's a droid. All right. So you guys get there. You land. There's a little bit of like a military presence where they were like securing things, but it's just like a few bare bones people still like cleaning things up and getting ready to get out. The Mystic sees once again the wrecked Shrine of Healing, and he's like, "Well, it's a good thing we don't come here anymore for pilgrimages."
Yeah, sorry.
So you go in, you get to like that central chamber that had the 2 staircases on either side, and there's a bunch of rubble. It seems they've cleared out the the, the preachers and everything else. And at the very back, there's like this small little shrine where people used to do rituals and stuff at. And he's like, feel like this could be the spot, so we'll try here. So, who's all leaving? Who all got off the ship with them anyway?
Joval's gonna stay on unless he's explicitly asked to come with them.
I'm assuming Berengar and Order are going.
Oh, of course.
Yep.
Someone's going to go with you because he wants to observe. And I guess everybody else will just be on the ship. Week 2, you and the droid get the mask out of the thing. The droid's carrying it. You want J1 or the protocol droid to come with you, or one of week 2's droids or something to carry the thing with him.
Would Joval be able to see what they're doing from like a window or from the ramp of the ship?
It's inside. And
Oh,
kind of
okay.
like landed the ship outside,
Gotcha.
like on the ground, not like on the collapsed roof or anything. So if you wanted to actually go in and watch, you could.
No, he'll
Yeah,
just pace around in the common area for now.
All right. So I guess the protocol droid will come out, carrying the doodad. All right. So you guys all go in there. I need to figure out. guess we'll make force power discipline checks.
Horsepower discipline checks.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard difficulty.
Just
then-
just do a discipline then.
Yeah, do discipline, but add whatever amount of your force rating you want to it that you have available. And force dice.
Are we
Right.
adding our?
I have
force?
3, right? My force rating 3 now. I think so. Yeah. So I grabbed the 2 from Sage.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So I'll add 2 of those.
Am I actually adding 2 or am I adding 1? Because I have 1.
Are you turning off the
Oh,
agility
yeah.
enhancement?
I probably
Standard
should.
difficulty?
If you are 3 difficulty. And I'm going to use a dark point to make. I can't make all 3 of you hard.
Hi,
We'll
Sam.
apply it to the
Thanks for
mid.
showing up. They're currently diffusing Sith
don't mind then.
artifacts. I'm not involved at all because I am a robot and not involved in their
Fucking
force
failed.
stuff. So
2 blank die.
Oof.
currently, my captain's threatening me
Oof.
because I sold his gun because I'm a gambling
Oh,
Oh
addict.
boy.
So,
Mystic
good
succeeded.
session. And yeah, I think the question of the day, I thought it was supposed to
Light,
show up for
2
everyone.
threat.
Maybe it was still disabled.
Okay, so
It's still
the
disabled.
droid puts the
I do
mask
have
on
one
this,
today,
little
though.
altar. He guides you guys through the little meditative thing you have to do, and he basically says we have to, through the force, find the
Okay, that's the
kink in
question of
this
the day.
thing's, existence. And he's trying to guide both of you, and I guess at some point you both slip away. Beargar, you did get 3 light side points, so I think it's more for you. It's more of a.
So yeah, it's what color would your
It's not like you
lightsaber
started
be?
slipping into the dark side.
Depending
affected
on
by the
Star Wars lore,
object,
I
but
guess
it's
we could
probably more
argue
you
very
just don't know what you're doing
specifics,
if
but I
you've
think
done
this is more
before.
of a personal preference.
Whereas Orin, you both
Yeah.
a dark point and no light.
Ooh, that'd
so
be.
I'm thinking
Now,
you
is
have to
it
stop
like
yourself
rainbow
for-
at all times, or does it switch
will slip
between
the
the
wrong way.
colors like a cycling
Mhm.
But since
chroma?
the Mystic succeeded, he is salvaging the situation, and you guys can make another check.
Of the same.
I feel like it'd look
Yes,
cool with a
that's
nice
right.
wave function through it of switching colors.
I'm not going to use a dark point this time, so if you guys want to use the light point, you both can.
Okay.
Sure, same force rating
So
too.
constant gradient that moves. Okay, yeah, that would look
Yeah.
sweet.
Whatever you have available.
And difficulty?
I've always liked
Three
the
difficulty.
vibro
3.
swords look,
Alright.
the, like
roll it without the light
almost
side
matte
point.
black ones.
Oh,
So
I'll
I
go
think a
ahead and,
lightsaber in that would be pretty cool.
I'll go ahead and
Partially
use
just
one.
because emo.
When I click flip a light side point, what does that do for me? What do I do with that?
You have to
Okay.
upgrade your roll or downgrade your
okay.
difficulty.
I'll upgrade my
So is it like
Oh,
vibrating
boy.
from the core
So
out
3 yellow
rainbow
then?
colors?
Whatever the upgrade does.
So like the
There's a
middle
button
would be
for
one
upgrade,
color,
you
and
should
then
change
out toward the edges would be
Oh,
a different
oops,
color as it
okay.
goes.
Button.
Like an actual black light, that'd be a
Oh,
funny
yeah, that's the thing,
lightsaber.
okay.
You just swing it toward them. You can see all the stuff they haven't cleaned off their clothes. Pull it out in a bar. Regret your decision immediately.
Let's try that. Just-
We had a black light at the bar I worked at,
Woo!
but it wasn't movable, so I never had
got
to
light
see
points and
terrible
everything.
things.
Okay.
But it was a
So-
dirty
Too
ass
dark
bar.
though.
It takes like an hour until
A wibbly
this time you
wobbly
guys have
rainbow
a
soup.
hold of what you're doing,
Okay.
and by the end of it, you have destroyed the mask. It splits into 4 pieces. You don't sense any more dark
Hey, they
side
did
motion
it.
from it. And you have succeeded.
Hooray!
Zoma comes up and asks both of you, so did you do it?
I'm gonna pick up one of the pieces and go, yep, and I'm gonna frisbee it across the room.
It would seem so.
Oh, okay.
He's like, okay, well,
I could see the oil spill,
job, old
the
people.
shimmer. As much as I hate oil spills,
not
yeah,
that
it could
old,
look really
Jesus.
cool on a
well, he's
lightsaber.
10, so you're old.
Especially if it was could still have enough lighting behind it, so
not
you're in a dark
Barons
room and it still
Grand
gets
Club.
that shimmer on the
Visibly
colors
exhausted, and you
of
guys
glinting
also
off of
feel
nothing
quite a bit
almost.
of exhaustion, so take 3 strain.
I feel like it'd be really a cool like iridescent look almost.
just for how that was. And he says, I don't know of any other place on this world that would be able to do what you need done. But now you know how,
Let's see here.
so good luck in the future endeavors, and hopefully nothing will happen here where we need your help again.
Well, can we give you a lift back to the
Yeah, all the
port?
rainbow
Oh, yes, of
lightsabers I can
course,
find
I
on
was just
Google Images
Okay.
look
Talking about the
very
situation. I definitely
Right.
do not want to walk
cheap.
back.
That's fair.
But I mean, here
If
we
you don't
got
after the Rancor attack, and we don't know how many are still out there.
Gay Vader.
That's how you guys met him. He was attacked by a Rancor.
Yeah,
So-
let's
Oh man,
get you back to port, and we got
Back
some
to-
there. I like the Kylo
Back
Ren
to the ship.
triple.
He did help everybody, so if
Oh,
anything
shoot, did I
were
just
to
close
happen
all of that?
where
Whoops.
you guys would be affected by what's left of the dark side
Okay, let me
artifacts, they try to
pull that back up.
get into your guys' heads. Any rolls you make to resist that will be made with a boost. He helps you learn how to shield yourself.
Recovered. All good.
Yes, well, thanks for all your
I don't know
help.
if I've ever
We-
actually seen like oil
we
spilled
appreciate
in
it
the
very
water.
much.
Like
So,
I can
we get
imagine
back-
kind of what you're saying, but I haven't seen it.
Unless you harass J1 some more, it's a smooth flight.
Okay.
So, the Mystic bows, wishes you luck again on your journey. His people come to get him, and
Yeah, there's some
You
cool
look to,
stuff
like-
out there with that for sure.
you have 2 little side jobs on top of whatever else you want to do. And the galaxy is yours to go explore once again.
Okay. I guess I need to know what planets we're taking this stuff to. So I guess I'll pop in
Yeah,
on
actual
Jovol
oil-
for the deets.
Oil spill real bad. Like
I will provide the deets.
I'm assuming you don't have like,
Uh,
you know, an Exxon
the-
Valdez poster
The
where
do
you're
not
like, hell
open
yeah, oil
crates
spills.
are
Look how pretty this
Navarro,
looks.
and the food
So
is Hoth.
I'm not judging you.
Okay. Well, I gotta
Although
go back into the
bird-wise, like, they
cockpit,
always have pictures of
and me and
birds covered
J1
in
gotta
oil.
plot a course.
It's kind of just what starlings look like in general. They got that like rainbow black to them. But a pelican. Okay, I gotta go back. They said my name.
So
Drive
which
close up
one?
there. This guy's gonna come in here. G is making lunch.
Or not, who knows?
That is talking with the kid. And,
We're just
I'm being
we're
threatened
just
by my
taking this kid
captain.
with us.
I
Yep.
mean, as far as
Could just blast me
I
in one
know.
shot.
Yep.
Just disruptor
Yep.
rifle to the head. It could all be over.
Okay.
He's part of the crew.
And we've
He also
kidnapped
needs
a
to be under
child
our
because he has a
protection.
lightsaber,
He's
and
very
apparently that's
much-
reasonable in this universe.
He's
Just-
much better Wesley.
And we have a dog that just shits everywhere. Sweet.
All right.
all right. So J1, Orin, which one of you's gonna make the astrogation check? And
Oh,
the other one
God.
helping?
I think.
What's my astrogation at?
I think J1 is better at it. I think.
Yep. Same number of dice, but he has better dice. So if you're helping, then J1 can roll it with a boost.
Is it really helping? Is he just threatening me?
No, I'm helping. You've had your stern looks, and we had a heart to heart. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, it should be fine.
I wonder what the bounty is for the huts on us. Anyway, astrogation. Well, I failed.
You forgot the boost die.
Oh, shoot. Fine.
Just roll a boost. Well, you could have just rolled the boost die.
Well, now that feels like cheating. Okay, let me just roll a boost die.
It's fine.
Nope. I want to crash this shit fair and square. Okay,
You're not going to though.
an advantage.
We're gonna use the first boost die, which would give you a success and one threat. You get a single success, one threat, and a triumph. So you get one strain, you know exactly how to perfectly plot this course so that you guys would just swing by Hoth and then go right to Navarro without having to replot your course again.
Fine.
This wasn't even a flying check. This is just a knowing where you're going check. It's especially the places you guys have been before.
It's a flying
Oh.
check to just crash a strain to the ground.
This reminds me when Pat was like a manic depressive paladin.
Yes.
Mhm.
He's trying to get himself kills. So he ran into a group of enemies, but the enemies he ran into a group of were like 1/8 of a challenge rating, so they did nothing to him.
Yep.
Yeah,
He fought them all by himself.
J1 is like depressive, but also I think he's a little narcissistic, so there's no way he's dying in this. So he's got to find a better way.
Oh boy.
Do you need the space piloting check to start making our way?
Yeah, I usually do just because, but it's not like you're in a situation of stress and shit. So
You
maybe if
say
you're, like,
that.
maybe for like combat, yeah. Well, J1's perpetually in stress, but still.
He was doing so well too. But yeah,
Alright.
we have our course and
Yeah.
we're heading there.
You are flying on to Hoth. So we can stop here, or we can just make it a little
What
trade
is
at Hoth.
Motley Child, Golden Child? It's a dream
Whatever.
snake morph. I have no
Hoth
idea
Hoth
what
is
that
literally
means.
just going to be dropping off.
Yeah, why don't we do that and get the money,
To the Google.
the credits, so we don't forget next week.
Oh,
Okay, so
Mhm.
you guys make it to Hoth after, a couple hours,
interesting.
whatever, and you jump off the crate.
Yeah, it's a sweet ass snake.
They're the people.
I assume this is what it looks like. Yeah,
You
without
explain
like the light
situation,
hitting it, right?
and
That's cool.
They give you half the money, and they send the other half to the other guy who hired you. So you get your 1,500 credits, I think I said it was,
Yeah.
and then you take off for Navarro.
I have way too much money in this
And
game. I
that's
need to
when
figure out what to
you'll
do with it.
Play next.
Awesome.
Yay.
How are we
Great.
splitting the creds, boss man?
Uh-oh, if he doesn't give it to me, there's
Let
gonna
me
be a riot.
see. I would say fairly give 4 of us 200, and then you can have the difference because you headhunted the job.
Yeah, I was there headhunting too.
There was almost a riot.
Did you do any of the negotiating?
Yes, totally.
Do any of the negotiating?
I feel like I missed one earlier, but
I had to
You did?
endure that rank bar that he found all this at.
And you
let's
did
make sure
check
it's all
that guy's
saved.
ship.
I've
Yeah, he
it's a
he
tendency
did
that
do
it
like
disconnects
a
and I don't get to
free
save my page.
assessment of the broken down ship. So
Well, I tell you what, whatever
Yeah,
you
cool.
think is fair out of your extra cut, you can give to week 2.
I get my final launch of
Okay.
my rockets
So
tomorrow, and then we gotta
say
make
that
that
again.
video.
It was 200 to 4 of you, or
Yeah, 200 to the 4 of us, and then you get the difference. So
Got
out
the
of
explosives
1,500,
right
that
next to
should
me.
give
Been
you
shaking them this whole
700
time, so it's
credits.
mixed.
okay.
If it doesn't work, this
I'll
one
give week 2
sad.
an extra 100. So I'll take 600.
Wait, was I supposed to get 200? I wasn't listening. Shit. We all got 200 otherwise, right?
I will make sure to hand J1s to him myself.
He puts it into his very empty money bag. Suspiciously empty.
No, it's just the meme of one work, money please.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna another gentle hand on his shoulder and go, "Good job, J1," and I'm just gonna leave.
Oh god, I'm being bullied. The consequences of my actions.
Oh, Mike, don't forget to roll my conflict.
You only have the one, and you have to roll lower than your conflict to gain negative morality.
Oh,
So-
okay.
If you can't at one conflict, I think that's the way it's supposed to work.
I just gotta
'Cause it
keep
does
pushing
say-
him until he collapses.
It does say you have to roll lower. So because what it is you whatever your conflict is and what you roll, you lower your morality by the difference.
Yeah.
So if you have 5 and roll a 2, you lose 3.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah, I'm
if you have
stressing his
1 and you
character
roll
out because he had to
1,
do bad
it's
things to
still
make up
0.
for my mistakes.
Oh. So if I just commit
Typical.
one kind of bad act that isn't straight up murder.
Yeah, but there's also like if you do certain actions, there's like different amounts of like if you straight up murder a man, that's 10 conflict,
Right.
which means you're guaranteed to lose almost on the morality.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't think Orin would do anything bad enough to warrant like. I mean, today he got pretty dark, but it was all in an effort of like, oh, I got to get my shit back. Like, my
Yeah, I
ship's
haven't
on-
really done much with morality this whole game because I've been mostly doing obligation and we don't know what the hell we're doing.
I
So
was like, we're
I
gonna
haven't
keep
really done much with it.
lesson, and I got to get my stuff back. I'm tired of my ship getting shot, or stolen, or whatever.
I mean, maintenance
So we
costs.
do rule on the ship. Respect people's shit.
Well, there's that.
Fun time, see?
There it is.
See you guys in 2 weeks.
Yep.
XP. I'll give everybody like 20 XP just for the fact that we were here and we did shit.
Okay. Thank you
Okay.
for the session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, thank you for the comic gold.
I'm
And he's gonna thank
like
you for the existential crisis.
it's a good like I can finally pull J1 a little more in a reasonable direction because of it, which is good. Because it was like I kept just kind of going with my obligation of like getting into shit and causing problems, and like I said, I didn't want to be that person. So now it's like I have a reason that J1 can fight against himself of like I gotta kind of stay in line out of the fear of getting my head exploded.
Say, how does the obligation fully work? Do you have to follow it 100%? Like,
No, what it's supposed to be, and we didn't fully understand this when we made our characters, is it's supposed to be a representative of a debt you owe. So in the case of a bounty, maybe you took a bounty on a person, now you kind of need to go get him, or there's a bounty on you, and that's the debt you owe. So anytime you like clear the debt or make it worse, your value in that obligation goes up and down.
Yeah, so
There's
it should have
also-
been
I
like
can
a
also do group-
gambling debt.
I can also do like group obligations, which I haven't really set up. But like, say the fact that the Huts know somebody started some shit, it's possible you guys would be known to be the problem, and there could be a group obligation of the Huts having a bounty on you.
oh, okay.
So,
Gotcha.
but the fact is the only persons who was set up correctly was Pat's, and maybe Chris's kind of works, because his is like a duty that he has imposed on himself to rebuild the Jedi Order and stuff. And it's just we didn't like so like Joval's being like a drug addiction. It should be the debt owed should be that maybe he owes somebody because he stole drugs or didn't pay for drugs or whatever's going on there. But we did set it up that way, so it becomes more like when it happens, he just kind of goes in a bender. So it's being loosely used properly.
Oh, okay.
I guess now I've
And-
caused enough problems we could just have one of those be the debt that triggers versus like
Well,
I
I mean,
actively
you do
have to go
already
do
you
it.
do also have a bounty on you for the thing you blew up. That is also.
I don't
an
remember
obligation.
that.
Yeah, you can have you have multiple obligations on you.
Yeah.
And so can the group. And there you should never not have one. And the morality is supposed to be the stand-in for the Forest characters for that. It's morality in that book, obligation in the Edge of the Empire book, and it's duty in the other book. And that book's all about like the rebellion against the Galactic Empire. So it's like your duty is the overarching mechanic. So it's partly like character trait backstory kind of related, but it's also mechanical in the way the game plays. And I never set up an obligation for Berengar because I figured he's more of an actual Jedi, so he's probably more just his like morality. Now I planned on just using your morality, but you don't really do that either. So I should have set up an obligation for you, but I didn't. It was already not being used correctly, so
Oh, okay.
it wasn't a big deal.
So I don't even think you gave me one.
I didn't. I was just gonna do your morality, but oh well.
Now your Padawan's gonna go to the dark side every time it's rolled.
Well then.
So that's up to you guys guiding this dude, and if I actually do any like heavy story stuff with this kid.
Oh, I meant his other
We'll
Padawan,
see.
the one who's actually an evil, evil bastard.
All right. Well. then I
Also,
want to spend
I'm sorry I broke your sign.
Oh
anybody
no,
wants to spend-
I was so happy that like I at first I thought I like actually pissed you off. I'm like shit.
No,
but once we
no.
were past that, I was like, oh sweet. Like I'm happy that there's actually some conflict with it because I kind of got away scot free last time, and it should not have happened that way. So it was good, and I finally like I walked all over Orin so many times lying that now it's a lot more like reasonable to switch like directions with the character. So I'm very excited.
Yeah, because I was like, how many times can Orin just be naive?
Yeah,
to-
exactly. So it was great, 100%. And the sign was like a good like indicator of like, oh, something is different this time.
Fun to. Yeah. I'm over here like giddy as a schoolgirl listening to all that. Just like man.
Also, J1's reaction to the Jedi mind trick was like pretty priceless. I was like, oh man, I got dark side points. I don't want to use that. And I was like, no, I have to though. I have to.
But yeah, good time.
Anyone go spend the XP right now, or you want to do it later?
I'll do it later.
Do it later.
Yeah. Is there like, can you use XP to upgrade like the base stats, like your on
No, you can only do that at character creation. If you want to
Okay.
upgrade them out during
Okay, so
gameplay,
actual
you have to get the
storyline. We're
dedication
done for the
talent
moment.
off of whatever class tree you're on.
Thanks for coming out and watching.
Okay.
I will be back
Yep.
next
Most-
Wednesday
most,
for
most like the
more
force trees
Pokemon,
have one dedication, one force
and
talent,
hopefully have at
one
least
force
one
rating.
YouTube video
Sage
out by
does
that
not
point,
have a
but we'll
dedication,
see.
but it has 2 force rating.
So let
and
me
then-
actually
and
quiet
the
them
other-
real fast. Yeah, be back next Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a good evening, good rest of your weekend.